Last time the party lost their barge to a rock, they almost lost it to a null war band anyway, so. And now they're stranded in the wilderness with a bunch of NPCs. It's about 1 p.m. The temperature's not quite as warm as it's probably going to get in the day. Top temperature, I was figuring it was about 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So cold. It's the
Jeez.
dead of winter. And you're out in the plains to the east of Baldur's Gate, next to the river. And I believe you were about to take a short rest
Yeah, we just lost our boat.
following your misadventures. And here, I'll go ahead and post the weather information that I had. I rolled for variation, so it's a little warmer today. It'd be fairly clear, kind of a what you're used to, the iron gray skies that we get around, where we live here in winter.
And this is what day again?
This is the 11th
Okay.
of. I'll go ahead and put you on the calendar
Al
real quick so you can see.
Altric. Altric? Altriac?
Turek.
Yep, Alteric. That is the correct name. 3 days until, things might get interesting.
Fall, winter. Oh.
Two on the safe side, right? Because you don't know.
I mean, we can chain them up now.
Knowing our luck, something will happen. We'll get knocked out for 2 days.
The moon would be, waning very much so. Not waning, waxing. Sorry, wrong word. Waxing to a full moon, very much so. It would be enough that you would be able to see pretty well at night as long as it's not cloudy.
All right.
Put you back on the map.
Well,
And of course, you can see your little location up there next to the river.
I guess we'll be sitting down to take a rest.
Yeah, and the
yes.
NPCs are kind of going around trying to gather up what they can. There was a few crates that would have, whatnot, would have fallen out of the barge. You can see that part of the barge probably crumpled in the rocks talons, and there's debris strewn on the opposite bank. Or no, you're on the north bank. So on the bank you're on, right? You're on the north bank, south bank.
South.
Oh, so on the other bank then, yeah. So they can't get to that stuff. There's no way across the river here. So the
Uh,
the when you blasted apart the makeshift dam, it would have flooded down river, and the logs that had been set up for the gnolls to get across the river would have been washed away.
Well, I hope we didn't screw up the ecosystem.
I mean, the gnolls would probably have made it worse.
I think the toilet wave that came through did the brunt of whatever damage it's going to do.
Yeah, there's been a lot of damage in the area recently. Of course, this is the battle map, but downriver is going to be somewhat more covered in water. So
Crap, there's a rock.
There's a lot of rocks.
No, the bird is still in the picture.
I know.
Yep. That would be what carried off your barge.
Well, we should probably hurry up and get somewhere secure-ish.
But no,
Those crates across the river, would it be something that me and Eagle Form can go get?
yeah, you could go
Yeah, I'll go.
attempt to
I'll
do
do that.
that.
I'll take how many trips I can to grab all the stuff and bring it over. So I'll do that before I take a short rest.
Um,
Oh wait, no, I'm not Eagle. I am a Badger.
you are
Never
a
mind.
badger, but you were gonna
That's
take
right.
yeah.
you were gonna take a short rest, so
I was
you
definitely
can do
gonna
it
take a short
afterwards
rest. I can
if
do
you
that.
want.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just in case there's anything that's really necessary.
Okay, so you guys take a short rest. Ulver switches to eagle form, flies over, starts picking through the wreckage that's left. What are the rest of you guys gonna do?
Rest up, tidy up, get everything we need, and tell them that we'll start walking east
Ulver,
or west.
go ahead and roll a d8 for me first.
Okay. Three.
Okay, so you find 3 crates of stuff total among the wreckage. Go ahead and roll on the d4 thing I put up there. You see it? I put 4 options for each one of those crates.
Oh, I see. Just roll a d4.
Just roll
So
a
you want me-
d4. Yeah, just gonna make it
Okay.
nice and random.
2.
Food.
Okay.
And these are crates that are intact enough that you can pick them up and carry them back to the other side without trying to dig through one item at a time.
Right. Do you want me to roll 2 more times?
Yeah, one for
Okay.
each crate. Or probably be pretty heavy. Up to you whether or not you'd bother carrying it.
Okay. Well, I got 3 and 1. So I got 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. So you got everything but valuables. Not that you really need valuables. So you found some cloth, you found some food, and you found some raw metal ore. The metal ore would be difficult to carry over, at least. So it's up to you whether or not you think it's worth carrying, basically iron ore.
I mean, I can bring it over, and then they can decide what they want to do with it. I would imagine I wouldn't know what's in it. Just a heavy box.
Yep.
So I'll just carry it over.
You're like, dang, this one's heavy. So, the crew looks over the crates when you bring them back and lets you know what's in them. They're marked. Markings that they understand. And they open up the cloth one and add to their winter clothing to increase their ability to withstand the cold out of some of that.
Welcome.
And they start splitting up the food amongst themselves. They thank you guys profusely for protecting them and make their plans known that they are going to head back upriver to El Toro.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess this is where we part ways.
And so they wanna shake your guys' hands. So the captain comes over and talks to each one of you in turn before they, and the crew members say thank you to each one of you. A couple of them walk up, they all talk to all of you, and then they begin packing their things to leave.
Thanks for half a ride.
Who's that directed at, Eidolon?
I don't know. I'm just as they're like leaving. I guess I'll just wave goodbye.
To all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So Veritah forms out of black smoke and knifes one of them in the throat. And you see that telltale trail then zip back into your bag. And one of them gurgles, hits the ground. Then you see other specters of enemies from your past suddenly appear amongst them, and one by one they are annihilated.
Look, Ido.
Record
Ooh.
scratch. We gotta look at Ido.
Good job for acknowledging them once they have no use.
I awkwardly put my hand down.
What
Whoops.
you just cast? Somatic
was-
component. You couldn't have used that against the gnolls. You used it against the crew.
It was called the long goodbye.
Good name for a spell. But still, what the fuck, man?
I'll look in the book and see if their faces are in there.
Yep, they are all new additions to your book.
I'm gonna try to from you.
I'm looking for the sword on him.
You're on him? He's not carrying the sword.
I'm just looking.
Good job.
What do I have to
you
do?
saved him, guys. You said you... Oh, never mind.
Was that a spell book or a different book?
That was my death notebook, basically. It has all the faces of the dead NPCs that we've encountered,
If I try,
and now I ended up just killing all of them by acknowledging them.
I turn to Kai and tell him, never leave the group. He'll kill you.
if I try to grab the book, will you stop me?
Do we know it's the book that's... Well, I guess now.
Better.
Well, it's originally the book I got from my rival Jim. He
Better.
dropped it on our first encounter, and it had like random spells in it every day.
Can you stop me? Is the better question. Or
serious?
can you let me?
It's in his bag. I mean, he pulled
Well,
it
no,
out
I
to
had
look
it. I
at
had it out. Look, yeah.
Yeah.
You got
So I mean,
multiple, dude.
he does have a chance to take it if he wants.
I'm gonna try to grab it.
Are you gonna... If you're not gonna contest him at all, he can just grab it.
Sure, you could look at it, I guess, as you yank it away.
Alright, so you can give it up. So it's not that type of curse. Just making
No,
sure.
it's just a very dark book, I guess.
Cool, I'm gonna go throw
Yeah.
this in the river now.
Wait, now he can see Tanuki because Tanuki's a Shinigami. I just figured it out.
So Ezra walks over to the river.
Nah, I'm probably not gonna throw it. We have to figure out how to. Alright, you got God. Can you curse break? Remove curse?
I can't.
Can I,
Well, not
I'm
today,
still
actually.
shooken by the several bodies that our crew were.
Yep, they're just steaming in the cold now.
I have more questions
Slowly
than
cooling.
I started with today.
What I can do it today.
But as far as like response to that question, I believe I do have the spell somewhere in my spell list, but I don't know if I have it prepared.
I don't think dispel will do it. I think it has to be remove curse.
I'm checking now.
So
Yeah, I have it. I can't prepare it today, but I do have it.
no, it's just. I think we finally determined. Yes, it is this book that's doing it because this has happened before, and then their faces appear in the book.
What's happened before? All I know is a bunch of people just died in really smoky ways, and
Pretty
it's
much
very
that,
scary.
but other times too.
Oh, this has happened before, and you guys didn't do anything about it?
Well, to be clear, from your perspective, it would have looked like a woman, a man, both of which you don't know, an orc, a very large orc, and then I don't know who would be somebody you consider an enemy, Kai. One of them would have been somebody you consider an enemy, would have appeared out of black smoke, murdered one of the guys, and then immediately disappeared again.
There's a lot of people we don't let appear in smoky form.
So do we have any other knowledge other than this was the book that's doing it?
We got it from a guy.
A guy
who was a part of like, what's her name? Over your bed
Vanty.
chick, Vanty. She was like working with her and with dark magic and other stuff, and so I assume that's where he got it from.
No, we've been traveling
with her
for like 6 months. We should probably sit down and just talk about our crazy backgrounds.
It's definitely been a little crazy. I want to definitely like study that in order to potentially break it, but I definitely have to step away for a minute or two. So like circle back to me, but I'm definitely a little befuddled by the recent events.
Yeah, chaos happens.
Chaos happens. Yeah. I'm used to some semblance of order. I don't know what happened since I've been gone, but Jesus, things are crazy.
Best man.
How old is Mars? Isn't Mars young? Like 12? 13?
No.
I think that was Ike.
Mars. Ike. Yeah, sorry. Wrong peoples.
Ike is not with us.
Yeah. Disregard. I'll be back.
But yeah, Mars and Valine walk over and examine the carnage that was once a bunch of crew members and a captain. And then Valine casually starts going through pockets.
Nice. While they're doing that, I'll go ahead. I don't know if I even did this before, but I'll start ritually casting Identify on the book. I don't know if I ever did that. I think I got it before I got the spell, so that's my excuse.
All right. So you start casting that. Anybody else doing anything that I need to worry about before that's done?
I mean, I'm assuming we're going to be here for a while, so I'm going to start another, just kind of sit back for a bit and see if I can regain my wild shape so I can have that full up again. If I can't, that's fine.
Okay. So you finish casting your spell, and go ahead, just pop on over to Whispers for me. I think probably best.
Sec. Hello?
Okay. So the book is definitely cursed.
Okay.
And you can tell that it's it's got a lot of magic is held within it. It is very powerful, and it was obviously made some long time ago. The only things you know is that it will give you spells, every day that you can choose from to cast a single spell from, and that increases as the book bonds with you. The number of spells that you can choose from increases. However, the book is meant to it has a magic spell cast on it. The first one is that the spells. The second one is that it will kill anyone useless that you interact with.
Jeez. All right.
It only works on weak individuals,
like NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yep. And you get the feeling that there's a story behind this book. There has to be, because the spells are very specific and intricately made.
Okay.
It's not just some casual piece of magic, is what I'm trying to say, that somebody made on a whim. Any questions before we...
Well, I was gonna try remove curse on it, but guess we'll play that out.
Yeah, I mean, examining the magic of it, though, after looking at it, you realize very quickly that the magic on it isn't really a curse. It was intentionally made that way as a serviceable spell that somebody wanted, not as something that is actually a curse. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's supposed to be a beneficial spell. Whoever made it might have been a very twisted individual, but for them, that's what they wanted.
Okay.
Because it is not a curse. The book is cursed, however. It's just not cursed with that. You can't define what the curse is. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Considering you need wisdom.
And we're back.
Yo. Talking about metagaming.
You're what?
Nothing. Definitely not metagaming.
Not with these characters.
Oh, were you watching the stream?
Oh no, I was explaining how lizard folk monks are broken.
Oh.
They get a D8 unarmed strike at level 1.
Damn.
Because your monk just bites beef.
Alright, well, I believe this book definitely is cursed. But there also seems to be just some history to it.
History of
Like
curses, I bet.
I don't know, there's just something odd about it. I don't know if I want to fully get rid of it. But it doesn't feel like the sword curse.
You know who we could ask? The captain. And I'm going to cast Talk with Dead on the captain.
Okay.
Alright, he comes up. Hey, captain, this book just killed you. Should we get rid of it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ido. You really haven't had the best judgment lately.
Well, Ben, what does the captain say?
Now, if I'm
Think
not
about-
mistaken, they only answer with the knowledge that they had in life, right?
Yep.
So
They can tell, but aren't they like inclined to tell the truth? Isn't that like
Yeah.
the point of it?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
well,
probably don't know
that
the
may
truth.
be, but he just asked whether or not you should
But
get
yeah,
rid of the book.
if he doesn't know, then I guess he would be telling the truth by saying I don't know.
So they're under no compulsion to tell the truth. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
Oh, if they're hostile. If
Yeah.
they're not hostile.
Well, I feel like
Right.
since we just murdered them, then maybe they're going to be a little hostile.
All I'm asking is the one question of, hey, should we get this is the book that killed you, should we get rid of it?
Yes.
Cool. And then I'm canceling the spell. I know, you heard the man.
Okay.
I can go to all
Fine.
these crewmen and you can talk to all of them. I can talk to the gnolls.
They're likely
Okay,
to be
well-
hostile.
Yeah.
At least, let me try to at least remove the curse first, and then you guys can do with it what you want.
Alright.
All right, and I will cast remove curse
On the book.
on the book. Yes.
All right. Your spell is cast. You feel the magic. Attempt to override the curse on the book. And then you feel 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. And then hundreds of different forces push back against it. And it fails.
Whoa. See, I knew something was weird with this. The book wouldn't allow me to remove the curse. But I felt that there is a curse in there. I'll kind of just hold the book outwards, I guess, towards Ezra or whoever's around, and I'll
Okay.
say, I guess take it because, you know, you guys are right. I have been making kind of poor choices lately, so I'd rather you guys decide the fate of it.
I take it and I try to like put a cut in the cover and I cut the cover. Well, it's healed.
You're gonna cut the cover with a knife or something?
Yeah.
No, it's tough leather bound, but yeah, you can cut it.
I'm gonna attempt to carve the word cursed into the cover.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tie it up and I'm gonna throw it in the river.
Okay.
All right.
This is how Jumanji started. But at
Now you
least I
just
put
start
the
hearing
word warning cursed.
you start hearing the drum beat. Dun 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 dun. dun.
Yeah.
This is a D&D
Jumanji.
solution if I've ever heard one. Unless anyone else has something else they want to do.
I mean, can you destroy it? I mean, Eldritch blast it or something? Like try to burn it?
Like, could try. Eldritch Blast.
So you throw
Ew,
throw it in the river, and it actually will not float, so it just sinks.
Alright. Problem, solution.
Riken, Mars walks up to you where you're standing down the way there, if that's where you are. I'm not sure if you would be facing towards the group or away from the group. So let's determine that first.
I'd be looking like towards the beach below me.
Okay. So she walks up behind you and taps you on the shoulder. And then says, "Look what I found!" And holds out a short sword with silver hilts, ruby capped on the end of the hilt, and a bone white blade. I love how there's silence.
I mean, do you want to keep it? I don't really have use for it.
She says, I don't know that I have any use for it, but I suppose I can. The body of the captain was laying on top of it, like he dropped it and then fell on top of it.
So you think he stabbed himself with his own sword?
No, it wasn't stabbed into anybody. It was just lying on the ground. Well, if you don't want it, maybe one of the others does.
Yeah, I mean, just have Ido look at it. Make sure it's not cursed like everything else he touches.
So Mars then walks up to Eidolon with this short sword, which, honestly, Riken, you really should have recognized. It is the exact same design as what you left in the tower.
What I left in the tower?
Yeah. The one with demons on it? Guess I didn't mention those. But I thought the rest of the description would be enough.
Other swords? What other swords?
Well, he obviously doesn't remember. Eidolon. She walks up to you.
Happening?
I don't know. Do you?
I think Riken should roll an intelligence check.
Oh,
as she's walking away.
At the moment. Well, I don't see.
Oh.
You're wrapped up in trying to regain your wild shapes. So Riken, make an intelligence check for me. Just
-1.
Oh,
I mean, yeah. As she's walking away, it strikes you that this is the same sword that messed up Eidolon in the tower. And Mars is walking with it over towards the rest of the group.
I thought that might have been it.
As somebody who didn't you get like nicked by it or something? No, that was Ezra. Never mind.
Yeah, I just kind of kept bleeding.
So, would any of you guys want this sword? I don't really have a use for it. Found it over there underneath the captain.
Drop it.
You found it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
She hands it over to Eidolon. She was standing right next to him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
Precious.
my weak tiny block.
And then she just turns and leaves.
Alright, I'm grappling Ido.
Misty Step.
Poof. That's legit. You can go up to 30 feet, you know.
I know. Well, how many? 5, 10. Yeah, that was 30.
Dimension door.
We're gonna play that.
Double
game,
Misty Step. Guys, calm down. Calm down. Look, you guys are acting a little crazy right now. I'm gonna mark those off. Actually, I need to keep track. Guys. I think it was kind of, meant to be. And Mars just gave it to me. What do you want? I didn't go and get it. But I have it now.
I cast heat metal on the blade. On the the handle is also metal, right?
Yes.
It's bone. But it is metal. Okay.
No, the blade is also metal. It is just bone white.
Okay. So I cast heat metal in an attempt to get him to drop it.
I guess the question is, do you drop it? Or do you take fire damage?
I mean, I will drop it eventually.
Put it in the bag of holding.
So he does drop it, but in the bag of holding. Oh, shit. So, does this sword instantly influence Ido, or is it something that's just only
It's still
influential?
no, it's still influencing me.
Oh, okay,
I've
so
never
it's
been
continual.
I've never been uninfluenced by it.
Oh shit. Okay, we just don't know it. All right, cool.
Oh crap!
Based
don't
on the
give a
reaction,
You guys, it's okay. It's okay. Look, I'm fine. I'm not trying to kill you guys. I just want the sword is all.
There can only be one person here with the magic curse sword, but
There ain't room enough for two in this town.
stealing my shtick. How do you feel if I got a magic book?
Ezra, I'm watching your.
You wouldn't dare. Yeah, that's what it felt like too. Zoop, 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 zoop. It did kind of just feel like an anime fight right there.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm sorry, I was typing to somebody else. What is going on? Did you drop the sword after it was heated?
I dropped it in the bag of holding.
Into the bag of holding. Okay.
Yeah. So this extremely hot sword just went into the bag of holding. I'm assuming that would stay hot when it goes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not cloth on the inside.
Yeah, it's just it's a space,
It's
right?
an extra dimensional space. Magical.
Depends
And it
on
would
the
have
thing.
its own. I feel like it would have its own, space, right? In there,
What-
it wouldn't
what
just
else
be
do you
like
have in
clumped
there?
up with everything in there.
I think
Clumped up with everything.
No, it's clumped up with everything else. And very
Oh
hot.
shit!
Do you have anything? Do you have anything explosive in there?
Let's check.
Probably.
No, I don't think so.
Does
We just see
that
mushroom
that spell have a range that it's 60 feet, right?
Yeah, it instantly shuts off at 60 feet.
I was gonna
Do you
say,
have to see it?
So it's not gonna be hot for very long in there.
Yeah, no, you're only 45 feet, so it worked. Like the spell worked, but yeah,
as
as
soon
soon
as
as
it
it went in,
goes-
it started cooling.
because it's technically on another plane. So
Yeah. Well, and with it only being 20 degrees Fahrenheit outside, depending on what temperature that actually got to, that could have been quite hot. But
yeah, I mean it would have done its initial damage to him for hanging on
make
to
it
it.
drop him. Yeah.
But
Well, Ido, I don't know what the hell's going on, but nobody wants you to have that sword. It seems like. What is going on? Because all I did was come out and see you guys in the tower, and you were locked in your room. The sword was behind a door. I've never seen this thing before. What did you? What else do you have that's cursed, Ido?
This is it. I swear.
Okay,
Wait. Well,
let me ask
actually,
Oliver and Riker.
I do have Pipes of Haunting, but I don't think that's cursed. It just has a cool name.
What is okay? What is that?
Oh, just some pipes I found. Creepy looking pipes. Look, and I pull them out.
Okay.
And when I play them, people can get frightened of me.
Of you? Okay. Well, I mean, that's. Is it like everyone or just the people you intend to make frightened?
Everyone.
Okay. I don't have any of my preparations made with Gond about handling curses, so we're going to have to stow that for the moment. And I don't know where to begin. Ezra, you have curses. Ido has curses. Riken, do you have any curses?
I'm pretty sure I'm cursory.
Just his face.
Oh, Ezra, nice one, but also
Curse of good looks.
Oliver, any curses?
Nope.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
obviously you're speaking to me mentally or whatever, but
Yeah, that's something I want to ask Ben about, because if I can take a short rest as an eagle, does that count as getting back my wild shapes?
If you are wild shaped and then you take a short rest as your wild shape,
I
Yeah, that's what I'm
don't see
asking
why
about.
not. It
Because there's nothing
doesn't.
that says that I have to be in my
No.
my normal form, so I would still be. Okay, so Ben, okay, that's
You're gonna have
okay.
to retcon our other little
Yeah.
thing, but
Yep.
that's fine. You figure it out.
Yep.
all this I know it's not metagaming, but all this behind the scenes gaming that has to go on for Oliver to work.
Okay.
Not just over. Trust me. There are times I type and whatnot to all of you. So
You type to me?
on occasion, I mean, it depends on what's going on. If it's something that other people don't know about, then yeah.
Let's see. Well, it's definitely not in Roll20.
I haven't today. So
Let's see. Yay, military time. Well, after casting that spell, what level did I cast that at? I think it's just a cantrip. No, it's not cantrip. What is it? Spells. Sorry, I gotta take care of this. But what else are people doing? Second level spell.
Look, guys, I'm not gonna stab you guys anymore, alright? That was just a one-time deal. I'll just hold on to it, and yeah.
I don't know how safe that is though, because you've
But
already
but
proven
out
you
of
will
everyone,
threats.
I'm the one who can figure out this curse thing. I just picked up remove curse.
I'm the one who just got rid of a curse. So
Did you? What did you get rid of?
the book.
Oh,
I carved curse into it and threw it in the river. Curse gone.
Speaking of that, as I point at Ezra, what about your curse?
Working on it.
Working on it.
I mean, open to suggestions if you got one.
Have you not been keeping track of the moon cycle?
I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, we'll just go to my extra room in that tower. Oh God, no.
And look where we're at. As I hold up my hands in like this whole big plains river area. We're days away from any civilization.
I mean, that's actually probably good.
For them.
Well, you guys can't handle a little woof.
Well, you're saying you guys can't handle a little cursed sword?
I'd rather not.
Look, I swear, okay, that when I was attacking at you guys, it wasn't because of the cursed sword.
So
You just wanted to?
No. It was...
All in favor of kicking Ido out of the group.
Look,
No.
I'll start
say.
I'll start slowly, kind of just moving forward. Look, guys. Alright, I'll tell you. After that big battle we just had, you know, like 2 days ago, or whatever. I guess like 4, but still. After that big battle and after I died, like, died, I saw things.
You never died.
You remember this one. You just don't remember the first time I died. But it just brought out something from me, an old memory. And as I was talking to you guys, I was reliving that old memory, and I guess I freaked out on you. I didn't mean to pull out the cursed sword. I just was trying to defend myself.
So you're saying you reacted instinctually?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's all new to me too. It's a memory I don't have record of. I'm very good at keeping track of all my memories, and I didn't remember this one. This was a new one, but it felt old. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but so I feel like as long as I just don't die again, I'm not gonna freak out and have a little episode. but it has nothing to do with the cursed sword. I
You said
swear.
it was cursed. You just said it was cursed.
Yeah, but I want it.
When has the curse have done anything good for us?
Yeah, Ezra. Trying to shift the blame.
Well, I can tell that I think Gond is definitely going to want me to help with this. So if you guys will allow it, I will attempt to meditate tonight and assist with your various curses, and maybe we can make these objects safe again for all of us instead of just for Ido or just for Ezra.
So
That sounds fair.
I mean,
Right,
Ezra,
guys?
do you feel like your curse is helping you in some way?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it helped me shrug off the other curse, but I think that's just because it's the dominant curse. I would be happy to get rid of it.
Good. And Ido, if we could fix that sword for you.
Yeah. I mean, we've tried to remove the curse, but it didn't work.
Okay.
But
And Ezra,
I'm willing to take, outside help. It's just
Ezra, you
I
said
don't
you
see
got
why
rid of
I
the
can't
book?
have it. Yeah, we threw it in the river.
Because it's tried to kill us. That's why you can't have it.
No,
It's-
I tried to kill you.
No,
I mean, no, I didn't.
You weren't doing anything. You were still trying to kill us.
He's
See?
like, oh wait, no, I didn't.
No, swords don't kill people. People kill
You-
people.
You cannot have that sword anymore.
All I know is Riken and Ezra both were impacted by that sword in various ways.
Oliver was as well.
Oliver was, yeah.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you, Oliver, didn't you get stabbed more than Ezra?
Yeah. Yeah. I took the brunt of that thing.
Yeah. So sorry, Riken, I was mistaken, but nevertheless, I think I think we really should focus on these things. I'm kind of feeling like the pressing matter is, if I'm understanding things correctly, Ezra, you're gonna become a werewolf thing.
Yeah, most likely. Got like 2 more days.
Yeah, that's kind of pressing. I think that's very pressing. I
Yeah.
don't know who could take you. Like, I've heard of those
Yeah.
things before, and they're terrifying.
Yeah,
And
see,
Ezra's
I
kinda
think
led
you're totally right, Kai. We should focus on that.
Uh, I have an idea. Okay, because my ideas are just perfect. Oliver, you can shape Earth, right? Or wild shape into a badger, dig a hole.
I nod my head because I'm still a giant eagle.
Okay, cool.
We should still have that big
So-
tunnel, right?
No,
Yes.
so just find a cave or find a wall, some cliffside. We dig a hole. I go into it. Then Ido, you cast Tiny Hut because it's the best spell in the entire game, and just plug the hole. And I just can't leave for 8 hours.
We have to make sure you continue to breathe, but other than that,
I think air can
pretty
still
good.
flow through the tiny hut.
Yeah. It's a comfortable, everything's comfortable with
I
it.
just can't enter it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're hostile.
The air is
Oh,
not
okay.
hostile. Unless you like
Gotcha.
it.
I mean,
I might be able
it's
to.
not,
Wolves aren't really well known for digging, but I'm sure they can like dig around it like a dog. But I don't know if I can tunnel out of it. So if we just go like halfway down into a cave, I'm not gonna badger my way out the whole thing. Maybe.
it sounds like a sound plan. I mean, as long as the hole's not bigger than the hut.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be.
I mean, it'd be a badger hole. It'd be
I thought it was
uncomfortable.
a giant badger. How big is it?
Well, yeah, it's a
It's
giant.
giant, but the sphere for the hut is going to be plenty big.
Yeah.
It's a 10-foot radius.
Radius, which means it's 20 feet.
Oh, so 20 feet. So
It's
yeah,
actually
we're good.
pretty
But that
big.
also means I can't dig under it either.
Is that true, Ben?
'Cause
Do we
it's-
know this?
Know what? Know if you can dig
Whether
under
or
it?
not, yeah.
Is the
Different DMs say different things with
Well,
that.
it says it's a full sphere. So I
Well-
would assume.
You're talking about putting him in a hole, which means he doesn't have to dig under it.
no?
He
but
could
just-
dig around it, over it. You name it.
Yes, it's just I
But
can't.
can he enter inside if he goes on
can't
the
get to
flat
them
bottom
like
surface? Could he come through on the bottom side?
No.
Okay.
Okay, all right. That's the
Just making sure I
that
can't
was the big
attack
question.
them.
I consider it an orb. So
Yeah.
it might go into the ground, but it'll protect you underground. I think
Okay.
that
Like you're
a
basically
DM
just in
that
a protective
fails to
hamster
do
ball.
that, a DM that fails to do that, I think has not gotten the gist of what the spell's supposed to do.
Okay.
You
Well,
can
that's
certainly do whatever
definitely
you
doable.
want, though. You know? Anyways, yeah, I mean, it should do that. But, I mean, as far as digging goes, he's going to have all night with nothing else to do. So,
You know.
I'm not sure,
All right.
it might
So
work.
here's I know how to make it so that way it's going to be really difficult. So, yeah,
Okay.
just make what's that?
I said, okay. Well, one of those we'll see things.
Yeah.
Who are you speaking to? Over.
Well, I'm sort of metagaming on that part because I'm still trying
Yeah.
to Eagle. So
You're just calling at us.
yeah. Well, we'll just say I'm telling you that.
Yeah. I'm just giving a shit. Yeah. So I kind of pat my hands, like, all right, well, looks like we got a plan. So should we go ahead and start getting on to Baldur's Gate? Feel like we've tidied up everything. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
There, I put an illustrated diagram.
How to hold yourself in place. I can bestow curses.
Wait, what?
Why?
Yeah, you can purposefully curse people with some magic.
Jeez. Okay. Sorry,
That's my
I just found it in my spell list. Sorry.
Oh.
Anyway, continue.
Everyone's stealing my thing.
So it looks like it's, starting to get closer to night. Maybe we should start looking for a good camping spot.
Don't need to stick me in a hole yet.
So I'm gonna. Has it been? I don't think it has, but I'm just gonna ask anyway. Has it been an hour for me to get the short rest, or is it cutting it short?
Oh, no, you got it.
Okay. All right. That's cool because then I don't waste my wild shape. I'm gonna just kind of fly up in the air and scout out where there'd be a good place to set up camp when it's time.
All right, well, where you're at is next to the river. There's plains further south of you, and then forest beyond that.
Okay. Any like
Let me move it to the map. so you
rocky
can kind of see.
outcroppings?
Ooh, look, a nice forest. Sure, it has a
Can
nice
tell
name.
as I'm flying up above the river. Are there any like cliffs or anything like that? Any bluffs or anything at all like that?
I don't think there would be in this particular area, no.
Okay. Mhm.
Does we see that nice inviting forest to the south of us?
Yeah, the wood of sharp teeth.
That sounds pleasant.
I mean, I'm all for continuing on towards Baldur's Gate. Where we're gonna go, we're still afternoon.
Well, we have about
Got like
2 hours.
couple
to
hours.
Get walking.
Over, what do your eagle eyes see?
Flatlands and river.
Alright. Let's head out. Roll out. Yeah?
So you walk down river for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm flying.
All right. That's so that'll make it 1700, which is a half an hour till dusk. The sun's starting to set.
Okay. As soon as that's happening, I'm gonna land, find a nice spot where I can start digging as a badger.
All right.
So what I'm gonna do then is I'm going to dig straight down as far as I can.
All right.
How far can I get?
Probably 50 feet or so before you'd hit rock.
Perfect. I'll hit that 50 feet, and then I will wild shape again.
There is some logistics of this that I'm curious about, though.
Uh-huh.
Has anybody tried to dig a hole straight down with nothing but a shovel, 50 feet down?
I mean, in real life, yes, it kind of
That's
turns
true.
into like an open pit. Otherwise, it gets really, really claustrophobic.
Then you kind of bury yourself in there.
Yeah.
My main concern is how you get the dirt out at a certain point.
Yeah, that's very true. Ah.
Because you're trying to leave an open hole. A badger underground could dig and then just shove the dirt behind it and keep going to a certain extent, right? But you're going straight down.
Yeah. So I'll. Dang. Hold on 1 second. Let me see what I got for spells before I go any further.
He just starts eating the dirt.
Nom 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 nom.
Well, that's going. I'll just do the create bonfire. Get a campfire going.
Yep, once a
I
minute.
just love using that cantrip. Yeah. Every minute. Create bonfire.
There isn't really any wood around to make a fire. So
This is still the 11th, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The night
We're
of.
Still the same day.
Okay, so let's just. Okay. I'm hoping this won't matter then, because I don't have the spells prepared. I was planning on having the spells prepared the next night,
Anyways.
not tonight.
I don't know. I mean, you guys are doing what you're doing. I'm just, doing my thing.
DM along for the ride.
More or less.
Yeah, I seriously don't have anything to do what I would like to do, so I'll dig a hole as best as I can to make it as steep as possible, and I don't know. I guess that's all I can do because we don't have any cliffs to utilize or anything like that.
So you're digging it. How? Wait.
Probably like, what's that?
You're just digging as deep as you can and still get dirt out.
Yeah, and I want to go down as far as we can, and as far as I can go to get I'm not going straight down. I won't
Oh,
go
okay.
straight down.
Okay. So at an
So
angle.
I'll
At
corkscrew
an
to do whatever I
angle.
need to do.
At an angle, you can go back and scoop the dirt out. However, it's going to take time.
Yeah.
And you
I
have
mean,
you have a half an hour to dust. You have a half an hour until time to dig this
so
hole. So
I can go 20 feet per 6 seconds, and so pulling out the dirt to do that, I don't know.
I'm just thinking logistics wise.
I'd say you'd half the amount of the distance because you'd have to travel that same amount of distance back to get all the dirt out.
Yeah, it's a lot more work than just.
I
get it, but I
tunneling.
mean the form has a 20-foot burrowing speed.
Yeah.
So that's gotta factor into it as well because that's part of its movement. I would think.
But I think that its movement is like I described before. It's not removing the dirt.
Yeah.
It's just tunneling through the dirt. Anyways, so you make a hole. I'm not super worried about how big it is at this point because
we're just going to plug it.
You're just going to plug it. Yep. So it's kind of irrelevant. And
personally, I think what we should do is plug it halfway up. So we're all kind of in the hole. So it's harder for him to just get up and around us, hopefully.
Oh, you're going to sleep in the bubble?
Partially down. Maybe. I mean, if we're in the bubble and that's blocking his way to get up, I don't know.
Or would we be?
We'd be inside the bubble.
But like laying on what though? You know what I mean? Like normally there's a ground.
I can dig out an area that would allow us to do the bubble and block at the same time. I mean, that's the best I got. I don't know.
I mean, we don't have to do it tonight. You know, we got a couple days for that.
Do we know this?
True.
I mean, I feel like Oliver would have some idea about werewolves from where he's from. But I don't know that he would know enough, honestly, though.
Well, should we keep watch then, as we sleep?
Absolutely.
And then if Ezra starts acting funny, we just kick him out of the hut.
What?
And then he won't be able to get back in.
Doesn't that spell work that if you give them access, they have access to come and go as they please?
I think so, but I wonder if I can change it, though. Or, I don't know, can I cast it twice? Can I cast 2 bubbles?
It takes 10 minutes.
I mean, yeah, they'll just be 10 minutes apart.
That's 10 minutes for him to come and get us.
No, I mean, just like, before that, you know, as we start, I'll just cast 2 bubbles.
Oh.
At the same time.
2 bubbles?
Yeah, one for us and then one for him.
You have to be inside the bubble, though.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
Yeah, he has to stay inside the bubble or it disappears.
Right.
So anyways, you dig a hole. Eidolon, you're going to plug it and put Ezra on the inside? Is that the plan?
There's one other thing I wanted to do tonight before we do that.
I mean, you have a half an hour before dusk. Would you stop walking? So what are you doing?
Kai, are you going to start your forge tonight?
I mean, yeah, I intend to continue that project every night, but
if you can, please try to let me walk in there one more time.
I mean, I can pray to God and see if he'll allow it, but he's not gonna. like he's not going to change his sentinels. So if those sentinels go after you, I can't do anything about that.
I'll leave if they show up again. But see if I can get through the door.
I'll ask. I
Commune with Gond. Make a
yeah.
D100 roll for me.
D100. D100. D100.
Yeah, there's no response.
You would have said no. The answer was no, right?
I haven't. I mean, there's no answer. The god is he's a very busy god. So I'm gonna say if you want to risk it, you can. But if you piss off my god, I'm gonna be pretty upset at you. But
Right.
anyway,
Trust me, I have a plan. Wink.
this is gonna go well.
I think I know what you're gonna do here. I hope it works.
Have we set up? Are we kind of set up for the evening? Is
We
that
should be by now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Eidolon's got casting
And the forge.
bonfire
Oh, yeah.
every minute.
All right. I'm gonna attempt to enter that forge.
Yep, we'll go ahead and I'll set up the. I mean, there's nothing really I have to do. Just the intent to enter it, I think, is all that it takes. But
You have to summon the entrance to the forge, which you can only do once a day, I think.
yeah,
You can only summon it for once a day for several hours, but you can summon it once a day. So you summon the forge, and it opens up. It's not visible to anyone else. The entrance isn't unless you are touching them. So you'd have to touch Ezra so he can see it, and then he would be able to try to walk through.
now I touch his shoulder and I point to where it's located. I'm sure he would see it after I touch him, but I still feel obligated to let him know, hey, it's right here. And then I kind of release my grasp on him because I don't really want to be exactly going in there with him.
No,
mean-
you're sending him in by himself. Okay.
So I'm gonna take a step through.
All right, so you step in. You can feel the warmth of the forge, the glowing metals all around. It's a pleasing sensation. Right up until the weapons rise from their various
All right.
different places.
I'm gonna pull out the cursed book that was returned to me when I tried to throw it away. I'm gonna throw it at the weapons, like you deal with it, Gond, and I'm gonna dive back out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the book? You got the book
Yeah.
back?
Yep.
Oh, that's dope.
We'll tell you about it later.
It doesn't like curses in the forge.
What?
Sorry,
Okay, so
Kai.
Ezra jumps back out.
Oh my! What did you do? What did you do?
Solving
There
problems.
seems to be a commotion from inside the forge.
I reluctantly turn to Ezra with a look of disdain and walk through the portal.
Ezra gives you a big smile, like 2 thumbs up.
You see the weapon systematically shredding a book.
Got him.
What? Oh my! This is the book. Was I able to make out any of the words before they destroyed the cover?
I mean, it's
so I knew what it was.
It's a
essentially, is what I'm
long
saying.
ways towards mincemeat at this point.
Okay, so I don't really recognize it, but I assume that it's still the same book that supposedly we got rid of.
Yeah. After the book is ripped asunder, it seems to wilt and char, and then turns to ash and blows away.
Tell Gond I owe him one.
Yeah, I immediately pray to Gond, and I ask for forgiveness that I trusted one of my companions to not be so brash or hasty in his actions, and I apologize, and I say to the. I know they're not really like listening to me, but I thank the sentient. Swords, essentially.
They're just animated. They're not sentient.
They're not sentient at all?
No.
Okay, so they just have a directive, essentially.
They just have a set of rules that they follow. That's it.
Okay. Well, then I definitely give all the thanks to Gond, and I'm like, thank you. I apologize. Please let me know what my penance will be, because this is going to suck. And I leave the forge without doing any work, because I'm not gonna
Okay.
step on that.
Go ahead and roll another D100 for me, please.
Okay. And D100.
Ooh, okay. Join me in whispers, please.
Okay.
Smart move.
So you do get a response this time. You get the feeling of Gond enters your mind, and then he says, "What are you talking about?"
We've been dealing with curses, way too many curses. I don't know where these guys got it from, but Gond, we have many curses in my party, and I am trying to help them, but they're doing things a little rashly, a little more than I would have expected. And one of them brought a curse into your forge, and
He says,
dropped
"Wait a minute.
it.
Wait a minute. Let me see." And then you feel the presence spread across the inside of the forge. And he goes, "Ah, the manual of Alto Shrin. I'm afraid that isn't the last you'll see of it."
How long do we have?
It's unknown. The book is an artifact that was created by a magician by the name of Alto Shrin thousands of years ago, and it has survived many attempts to destroy it.
Ultra Shrin?
Yep.
I'm saying that wrong.
Alto, as in
Alto Shrin?
okay. Tall.
Uh-huh.
Shrin. Anyways, bringing it to my realm may set it back for a little while, but the book is obviously bonded with one of your group members. Perhaps all of you.
Is there any advice you can give on how to remove this? I know I have the ability, but I don't know if I have the strength to remove this.
Just a second.
Because my remove curse does have the ability to remove the curse from the tie to the individual, but not destroy the object. So I can remove it from the individual, but not the object. If I can find it. I'll just type curse.
The book may not be able to be destroyed. It has been attempted by gods in the past to destroy it, and they have failed.
Gods have tried and failed?
Its magic transcends more than one universe. The problem is that the book was created by an extremely powerful mage, and that it was also owned and then discarded by 3 other primal gods. The object may have a way of destroying it, but I do not know it. I believe that your best hope would be to seek out Ogma. The god of knowledge.
Thank you, Gond. I appreciate the advice. Do you have any power against the lycanthrope? The god
Malar?
Malar. We have one who has been cursed by the prime, essentially making him a one of the first turned by Malar.
In that case, there is only one way to reverse it. Malar himself must remove it.
I don't know how we're going to get in contact with Malar. I know that he's not of your kinship.
Definitely not. By the way,
yes.
the group that you're with, they're not all that bad, actually. Circumstances have, of course, led up to several things happening, but I believe that they will eventually show their worth to the Forgotten Realms.
I believe it too. I have to be cautious not to be taken down by their chaos.
I mean,
we
Fey
have
Run.
Faerun. Oh yeah. Okay. No, I agree with you. I want the best for them. I just need to try to protect them. These curses are, some of them are quite strong, as you said. We don't have ways to get rid of them. So, I really appreciate the time you've communed with me.
Be aware that your party carries no less than 3 major curses.
3 major curses. Okay.
The first, of course, and the most apparent at this point, would be the lycanthropy carried by your friend Ezra. The second, of course, is the book that was just destroyed here, but like I said, I would expect that you will see it again. It might be some time, but it will show its ugly cover again. Seek out those that might know more about the book of Altoshren. The manual, rather, of Altoshren. And the third is the blood blade that you picked up. That has not been seen in centuries. But once bound to an individual, the blade cannot be broken from its binding except by death of the holder.
So death is the only cure for this blood blade.
There may be another, but it is unknown. Once again, the god of knowledge, Ogma, may know more. It is outside of my ken. Now, I have important matters that I must return to. I suggest that you are very careful with who you bring into my forge, lest I remove your access to it.
Thank you again, Gond.
Those that follow me are welcome. Those that do not are not welcome here. And then you feel his presence recede. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
Lots to think on.
Yeah.
And you only get one
Alright.
casting of it, right?
Once a day. Yeah.
That's a back.
Once a day. Yeah.
But I have my BCS sword, so I'm still good.
Yeah,
And
that's true. Yeah. Hey, welcome back.
Hey. Ezra doing community
So-
service to Gone for the rest of his life. That's hilarious.
How does Kai look right now?
Has he come out of the forge?
Not. I mean, not unless he wants to walk out right now.
I
I would understand.
I'm
it
actually
going
going to stay in the forge for a couple of extra minutes while I go take care of my daughter real quick, and then I will come back out in just a minute.
Well, he
Okay.
would be in there for a little while because him and Gone definitely had a conversation.
He's just breathing into a bag.
Hyperventilating. So I
And
guess
Ben cried a little bit during the whispers, I'm sure.
Hmm?
You probably cried a little bit.
No.
With what happened to that book.
No. Nothing has happened that hadn't been planned for. That book has been in your possession for a very long time. I made it
tell
a very long time ago.
didn't delete it from my inventory. I just kind of told the status of it. So I kind of always want to just keep it there for sentimental.
That was my first cursed item that murdered people
Yeah.
willy-nilly that I just didn't have any use for.
It's like when I'm looking back on all my photo albums, you know, like, ah, I remember that. That was such a fun time. I killed that whole crew once. So,
Well, I imagine we'd be getting Ezra down the hole as we're waiting for Kai. Right?
Sure.
I will willingly go down.
so wait, so explain then. So it's a hole straight down, or was it at an angle, like in Ezra's
it's
picture?
corkscrew as much as possible. Yeah.
So does that mean like when I plug the hole with the sphere, we're gonna have to sleep at like a slope?
Yeah, it'll be sloped.
It'll
It's
be
going to be as steeply sloped as I can make it, so it shouldn't be easy, but he can still do it over time.
Well, what he means is, are you going to roll out of the bubble in the middle of the night?
As we're sleeping.
That's actually kind of perfect, because if I don't turn, I can just crawl back up there, because I'm not hostile.
That's true. Well, and I have something planned that if you do turn, I want to see if something works as well.
I can take you, but sure.
You're coming down. You're going down. Make us all T-Rexes. We fight Ezra.
Whatever works. I don't care. At this point, I'm just letting stuff play out.
Ben said I can't use my spell slots while in wolf form, though.
What's that?
Ben said I can't use my spell slots while in wolf form.
Yeah, sucker.
Shit. Terrible.
You could have last time.
Yeah. I was gonna save all my spell slots for counterspell for if you guys try to heal.
Welcome to phase 2, baby. Anyways, so Kai is actually going to stay in there for a while, so you guys get everything all ready. Kai's gone. Yeah. So.
All right.
I'm here.
I'd like to point out also that it is, probably down to 0 degrees at night. So,
sure. Freezing.
Sleeping underground in the bubble is definitely preferable, where the bubble will keep you warm.
Yep.
So
sorry, Ezra. Get down there. Go down to the permafrost.
It's cold, but at least plugging it up and whatnot. It's a little warmer deeper underground than it is above ground.
I didn't even want to cut down the stupid tree.
The guy responsible for it is gone. Anyways. Ironic. All right, Kai, are you going to come out at some point?
Yeah, I try and clean up the area a little bit because that book was pretty well shredded. You said you said it turned to ash?
It wilted, charred, and then turned to ash and blew away.
Gotcha.
Leaving no trace.
So I come out. I'm still a little miffed, but I definitely am more well prepared. So I meet the party at the hole, and I'm assuming that I can still get down the hole far enough to meet up with everybody before they build the bubble, or is the bubble built?
It's up to you when you come out.
Well, after reading through the spell, it says that like creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move freely through it, but all other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
That is correct.
So like you have to be in the dome when I cast it for you to be able to come in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, so like if we cast it with Ezra outside of it, then you won't be able to come back in.
Yeah. That's why I was asking, because I didn't know if you'd cast it already or not.
Yeah. So I guess knowing that, I would wait till everyone's ready.
Well, that will make it past dusk when you're going to cast it.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm still casting Create Bonfire.
So you're in the hole. Dusk comes and goes, but you're not really that knowledgeable of it because you're underground.
So if we do this, Ezra, you're gonna have to be outside the bubble.
He's going to have to be down at the very end of the tunnel. Is where he's going to be. At the bottom.
So dusk has fallen, and I finally get back down to you guys. I'm like, hey guys, I don't know what's going on, but it's already dark out. What are you? Is
Well,
Ezra gonna turn or?
We're just waiting for everyone. I gotta cast a spell with everyone in it. So, how is your god?
I mean, he's not the most happy, but he's also not the most displeased. I expected him to be a lot more upset, but honestly, he just informed me that, well, we can't really get rid of this book that easy. I looked at it; it's ash, and yet he told me it's going to come back. So
The book.
we
What
may
book?
have some time.
You guys destroyed a book?
Oh,
Yeah.
Ezra, he pulled a fast one on me, and he took he took the book that he supposedly threw in the lake or the river, which I thought he did. I mean, I heard the splash. I don't know. Anyway, he threw it in there, and when I stepped through, I saw I saw it being shredded. And even that, according to Gond, will not stop it. It just slows it down for maybe a little bit. We don't even know a time frame. But anyway, the main point is that book can't be destroyed that way. So we're going to be dealing with that again. And I did get a little bit more information, but we can kind of worry about that after we deal with Ezra, because I don't know how long this is going to take. So let's kind of at least figure out how to survive the night, I guess.
For context, that book was thrown into the river. It was brought back to me.
Oh, so it got to you.
And then I gave it to Ezra because I was not able to hide it in my form. And then he had this brilliant idea that, I mean, not gonna lie, it's pretty tricksy there.
I thought
Well,
it would work.
But wait, Ezra, you said it was dark outside?
Yeah.
Oh, it's dark. It's dark. Yeah.
Ezra, you're
Yeah,
down there.
yeah.
You're not a wolf?
Let me
No.
check.
Is
No,
the moon
he's
out?
not.
No,
It's not full yet.
Can I come up now or get a blanket or something? It's really cold.
Let's wait a little while.
I whisper to Oliver, "Hey, no, he can stay down there for a little bit."
Kai's mad at you. You're in your timeout zone.
I thought it would work.
Let's just say if you're not a follow, well, can you could probably hear me from there. So I shout down there, Gon's not letting you back in unless you're a follower.
I'm really more a leader, but
A follower of Gond, to be clear.
he can join.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if because Gond isn't going to take you unless you're a lycanthrope. So it's kind of against his direction, I guess.
Well,
Not
here's a
right.
shocker.
It's
It's kind of
beyond.
against mine too.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can fix that, but we're gonna have to go to. Well, that is one thing I did learn. Gon did inform me the only way to get rid of the curse that he's aware of is to go to Kai's notes and read them. Let's see.
Kill
Agma, the
Malak.
god of knowledge. We need to go to Agma. We need to find a way to commune and talk with Agma.
Who's Ogma? Where,
the god
where,
of knowledge.
like, where is he at? Where do you find his temples?
Well, I mean, I didn't really give any follow-up questions like I should have, but
Fair enough.
I will say
Always
that
just shaking his head.
right, like, why did you ask? And now I feel like I'm embarrassed. I'm like, well, I didn't think to ask. Well, I guess we just try. Maybe when we get to wherever we're going, if we survive long enough to get there. We're headed to Baldur's Gate. There should be a church there.
Well, I mean, we've been in other places where Gond wasn't exactly welcomed. Might need to be
True.
careful about asking around about those kind of things.
True. Maybe we can discreetly find out. Maybe you can do some reconnaissance in your eagle form to find some churches that have symbols of various churches. I would assume
Well,
they have symbols on the outside of the churches.
I don't know what they are.
Oh, well, that's not... Okay. I can discreetly inquire to Gond, or I can actually just inquire to Gond. I don't need to do it discreetly. I could just ask Gond, but he may not respond because he is pretty busy. He told me he was busy, so I'm not sure if I'll get answers, but I'll try. I mean,
With Preston and
that's
Steve.
a bit more.
More than poop? What else can he do?
I assume he runs his organization. He probably deals with the other gods, and ultimately he is a god. He has his own machinations.
Oh, alright. I thought you were saying those other bodily functions he does. That's like weird that we don't know about.
No, I totally disregarded your.
So it's just poop then. It's just poop.
It's just okay. Yes, it's just poop.
Alright. Canon.
Also, Ezra, I would feel bad after a few minutes, and I would ask Ezra to come back to the party if he's not going to turn.
I'm dead.
That's not necessary.
I gotta listen to this for a second. What is this?
Yeah, Ezra will crawl back in.
Alright, and then I'll start casting the spell. 10 minutes.
All right.
And then we sleep? Should we take watch or just sleep?
I mean, we're pretty safe in here, right?
Yeah, no one else can come in.
Sleep.
All right.
Ido still has that sword in his bag, but yeah, we can sleep.
He is sort of the host of this bubble.
Yeah, that would make it also.
You know what? I just thought of an ingenious way to get people that are in a bubble.
Uh-huh. What's that? How's that?
Because, I mean, you can't go into the bubble, but you could tunnel out the dirt underneath of it.
Drop the bubble.
Well, that's what I was asking earlier.
But you said it was a sphere that you couldn't penetrate the sphere at all.
Well,
so even if you're
digging
underneath it,
you can't penetrate the sphere, but can you remove the dirt and cause the dirt inside of it to fall out, causing the people to fall out of it? Basically, is the sphere locked in place, or does it move with the dirt?
I feel like it would stay as long as the spell's there. So after it would drop, then we would drop.
Actually, this is a question. This is a question other people have asked. I guess I'll think about it. If it ever becomes a thing, I'll probably say that it.
Because think about like if it were raining or snowing, that wouldn't come through it.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of a. It'll keep the dirt in it, so that when you woke up, you'd be floating with dirt in it.
But that doesn't mean that the bubble couldn't drop in, like, say, lava. Sorry, guys, I'm helping him kill us.
Yeah, all it says is creatures or objects can't come through. So I don't know about if that includes terrain.
Yeah, but when it dies, when it like after 8 hours, what happens after that?
Yeah, and like I said, I'll just figure it out if it ever happens.
So when you want to kill the party, you could just be like, you wake up in a pool of lava, and then the bubble disappears, and you're all dead.
Guess we shouldn't tick them off, huh? while we're
Alright.
here, I'm going to ask Ezra if you could create a bonfire just outside the bubble.
But
You don't have to leave it. You can't cast spells through it, but you can like move your hands through, right?
You're asking me to start a small fire?
Or I'm sorry, Eidolon. Sorry.
Oh, I
Did I try
can
that?
actually. I have.
Oh, you can.
I have prestidigitation, so I can make a small campfire.
Oh, I need a big fire.
Oh no. Sorry, can't do that one.
it's like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't.
So if you
Use
did that,
You can't cast spells through it. But if
Through
you
it,
just
but
like
if
put
you-
your hand out there and cast it, then
yeah,
you're just casting a spell outside.
yeah.
So you guys
That's
sleep
all.
sleep that night?
Well, we
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be,
I mean, I'll
but
test,
we're trying something here.
but I can't do it because if I leave, then
But
the
you don't
bubble
have to
leaves.
leave as long as you're still in the bubble. But if your hands leave, it should be fine, right? Worst case scenario, you have to recast it if it doesn't work.
All right, we'll do some testing then. I'll put my hand outside the bubble to cast create bonfire outside. See if it works.
Ben, how's that sound?
That sounds like the possibility of opening a door I might not want to open.
Well, I guess we're trying to get rid of that now, or get rid of that theory now, so we don't do
Yeah.
it in the future.
Can you exit the bubble with part of your
Well, I'm
body
not-
to cast a spell?
Yeah, just part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
because
the
I don't
hand.
know what does create. I mean, create bonfire is just a cantrip, so
Yeah, but see, if you can cast one spell, what stops you from casting another?
yeah.
Which gives you suddenly an overpowered ability to sit inside of a bubble and kill things.
True.
And I think under the circumstances, I'm going to say pop goes the bubble.
Okay.
All right,
So it
Because
goes
I'm
fine.
not opening that door.
cool.
Okay.
Now it's canon.
All right.
So I'll just recast it, and then we'll sleep.
Before you do that, create that bonfire for me, please.
Okay, bonfire.
Okay. And then as you're casting it, just let me know right before you do it, and or it takes 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. So I can
Never
cast
mind.
the
You have to
bonfire,
cast
it'll
the
last
trade,
for a minute,
so-
and then I'll
yeah.
concentrate.
I'll go ahead and do this. I'm going to conjure a fire elemental out of the bonfire then. And I'll tell it to guard the entrance up above us. That's all.
Hey Kai, this might not be the best time, but if we threw that cursed sword into the forge, do you think it'd be a floating sword fight?
I probably would. No,
That sounds like an
we're not-
anime.
We're not
Is that
testing
an anime?
Gond. We're not
Sentient
testing
swords
Gond's
fighting each
abilities. Yes, but no, please don't. You're not allowed to even see the door. I'm not showing you the door anymore for now. Also, I like your idea. I'll talk to Gond, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't like that idea.
You can like say you're testing the metal or something. I already know he's not the god of humor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't want to be kicked out because, like, okay, here's what he told me. He told me if I let anybody in that is not a follower of Gond, essentially, I will be potentially removed from being able to access his forge. So if you want your armor, don't be testing Gond no more.
Fine.
Also, you're not getting your armor till we cure your curse, just so you know.
Also fine.
Yeah, it seems like a bad idea.
I just realized, like, hey, that armor is going to make you, like, unkillable.
It's not gonna. I already came up with the stats for it. It's not that good of armor.
Yeah, but put that on top of your lycanthrope. Like, if you're able to change and keep the armor, then
Ooh,
yeah.
it is magic armor. It might reform like shape.
Well,
There's
either
only
way,
one
we're
way
not
to
doing
find
it.
out.
So,
We're not finding out.
wonder.
I'm not doing this. Anyway, continue, please. What is going on with the party? What?
I
Why are you
think
trying
we
to
are
get a
just going to
bonfire?
sleep and wake up the next day. How about we
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so just the whole idea with Conjure Elemental is the fire elemental is I was gaining a new wild shape. So that's
Okay.
what I was doing. And then I would also repeat it for the air elemental. I would exit the bubble and then come back in after that. So I got them all. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question. Will the spell daylight actually make it to where he reverts back?
We don't know.
Okay, well, we got that answer.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. So I guess it's up to you to guess. But
One way to find out.
I mean there are spells that can revert shape changers, but
Yeah, but now I gotta read every spell.
well, good luck with that. Anyways, moving on. I know you have to do things outside of session. Oh my god. It's not like I don't spend hours working on things outside of session or anything.
I had plans for outside the session. I threw them all away and do some dumb stuff that I just came up with.
All right, so next
Long rest?
day. Yeah,
Long rest.
Long
Let's
rest.
get out of here. I should mark off rations too.
And I gotta change the day to the 12th. I feel like it's like Jaws. Dun, dun.
I got good berries, by the way. I'm handing those out to whoever wants them.
I'll take the berry.
So, yeah.
Okay, so next morning. And if you're all eating good berries, then you don't have to worry about rations.
All right.
So let's see what the temperature is today.
Weather. Oh, there's just a button for it.
Normal for the season. So it's going to be 10 degrees today. It's a little colder.
Oof.
I'm gonna roll portents.
And I'm choosing spells, by the way, too.
There is a light breeze.
Good thing I still have my scarf, even if it doesn't help me.
And it's misty. Not
Nice.
obscuring
So cool.
your vision misty, but like, that particles of water in the air that are freezing.
Yeah, it's gonna be real cold today, guys.
It's not fun to be outside.
I don't know about you guys, but I like the gold.
Ido, Kaz the Hut, we live here now. We can survive forever off of good berries and live in 10.
So, should we just keep following the river west then?
Yeah.
Seems that like at least we'll get a good, we'll be by a river, I guess.
Got probably one more night of normal Ezra before the wolf.
All right, so for the first half of the day, who do you want to be the person rolling?
I'll roll. What is it? Just D20?
No, D100.
The rock comes back.
All right, so the weather devolves into a blizzard. The
Hooray.
temperature drops to negative 20 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, we need shelter.
Every hour that you're in the cold weather, you have to make a Constitution saving throw. Cold weather gear or not. Because of the wind chill and all that.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's not that cold.
Okay. I can wild shape into lots of things that'll keep me just nice and comfortable.
And I can cut you open.
Well, no. Are you guys all wearing cold weather gear?
Not really. I have my armor and a scarf.
So you have to. Who else doesn't have cold weather gear?
Because when would we ever gotten it?
I mean, we all got some when we went to the
yeah, I do.
Mithril. What was it, Mithril?
So if you're wearing cold weather gear, you're all right.
Yeah.
It is
Also,
not pleasant, though.
Everybody went to Blackjack's ship. Should have some if they got that created for them. Kai made some cold weather gear too.
So anyways, as long as you've got the cold weather gear, you're okay.
Yeah, we did give her one.
It is not pleasant though, and if it gets too much colder, yeah, it's not gonna matter because it only goes so far. All right. So, anyways, you guys can travel for the day then. Second half. Who wants to roll second half?
I got it.
Okay.
So basically, our two cursed people are rolling for us. That's a good plan.
Nothing occurs. Temperature stays down where it was. Your progress is slow.
Okay.
As the night rolls in, the blizzard stops. Actually, the blizzard would stop about afternoon, and so you're tramping through about a foot of fresh snow now. And then, when you get close to dusk is at 5:30 p.m. So
I think an hour beforehand we should stop and Oliver can start trying to dig a hole again and try this out.
yeah, digging isn't pleasant either. The ground's frozen.
Sure.
Until you get deeper. So
all good.
And then your shape changed into what? To dig?
I would start out as a badger, a giant badger.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw for me. As a badger.
And I'll just start doing my whole routine of bonfire creating.
Okay. I mean,
Actually, technically, couldn't I just? Yeah, couldn't I just keep? I mean, I could do that every 6 seconds, right?
Nice.
It's just a cantrip. So couldn't I just keep doing it, and then they'll just last for a minute?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll create as many as I can. An infinite amount.
Well, I will say that as a game master, that at a certain point with cantrips, once you
can start getting woozy,
I think it should fatigue you to do that, but
right.
You could certainly do it for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I'll do it because since it's snowy and cold, I'll try to create extra.
I'll let you figure out when you think you should get tired from doing something like that. I'm not going to get too involved, but I think you should.
Yeah. I won't do it as long as it takes to create this tunnel. I won't overexert myself.
All right. So, yeah, you dig a hole just like last time.
Alright, and I'll create that shelf for us for the sphere.
And then rinse and repeat.
Yep, pretty much.
We'll just wait till the moon comes out, I guess. See if Ezra changes.
I think we should do it.
Well, it was a
before that.
blizzard. It was a blizzard. Do we have visual of the
You don't
actual
have
moon?
you don't have visual of the moon. No,
Yeah,
it's
I think
overcast.
the best thing is to create the bubble before that happens. We don't want to have to deal with him because it takes you a long time to create that.
That's true. Okay.
So,
I'll
yeah.
create it and then recreate it when we can bring him
When
back
if we
in.
have to kick Ezra out.
Yeah, basically.
Well, yeah.
So
He's
let's
gonna be-
just go ahead and move forward with this. Ezra does not change shape tonight.
Alright.
And I would imagine I would know this based off of the previous night's moon phase that we're not full moon yet.
Yeah, we're not.
But
Okay.
the next one is.
Next one is the first one that's really like danger zone.
Okay. So this is now entering into the realm of what Ulver knows
Yeah,
then. So, okay.
you know that the
Because he knows
14th,
about
the
werewolves.
15th, and the 16th are the danger days, and you're on the 13th the next morning. So
Okay.
go ahead and wake up in the morning, take another long rest,
Roll portent.
roll your portents, and then let's see what the weather's doing today. Alright. And it's just snowing, big heavy flakes. There's no wind, and it is still 20 below.
Um,
And
So
good
I
berries
didn't-
all around.
20 to below in the middle of the day. It would be like 30 below in the morning.
yeah, you don't want to be outside in that at all.
It's really freaking cold.
15 minutes is the average survival time for people at 20 below, even with cold weather gear.
Yeah, I'm thinking you guys might not like he said. Even with cold weather gear, I can't picture you being able to just march through this. Game mechanics are one thing, but realism, I don't think so.
I say we just take the tiny hut and wait for it to blow over.
What?
Alright.
I mean, it's winter. Is it gonna blow over?
So
We're just sitting here all winter.
Want the blizzard one.
somebody go ahead and roll D100 for me for the first half of the day.
Got it.
88. It warms up. It gets up to 0 degrees at midday.
We can go.
Alright.
At midday, so you've got
At
a
midday,
few.
yeah.
You got a few hours you can walk.
Are we gonna want to walk or continue digging?
I don't know, man. It's up to you.
Take
I
our
assume
way
that you're
there,
still
but-
doing the good berries. Right now, your enemy is nature, in a way.
Nature's never my enemy.
I mean, yeah, but for being able to travel, not much fun.
I'm just slowed down by all these other people.
All right. So you're gonna walk for like 3 hours. Go ahead. Somebody else roll percentage, or I mean D100.
Okay.
here.
You want to roll D100? Oh, there you go.
So yeah, you get about 3 hours of travel time.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd be digging that hole with plenty of time.
Yep.
Rinse
But
and
I'm just
repeat.
saying, after 3 hours,
We didn't get very far.
it just gets so cold again that you're just like, no, we need to take shelter again.
I don't know how you're gonna dig in this, but
Unless there's anything else, I guess we'll do the same thing. I'll try to warm up the area with fire,
Okay.
and then
Plug
dig
it.
the hole. Plug it. Plug it. And we'll see if Ezra changes.
And Ezra does not change.
Oh,
What?
all right.
Are you
We'll
sure
wait it
you're
out
not
a
gonna
little bit.
change?
Yeah.
We're poking you with my stick.
I do know
Do
that.
you have to be angry? Poke, poke, poke.
Not very helpful. Stop that.
It's hilarious.
Also, I don't know if Riken's been talking at all, but he's been on mute the whole time. You still alive, Riken?
Yeah. Very
Yeah, I'm
quiet
still here.
today.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. I was worried. I was like, maybe we've been missing stuff from him.
He's like, I don't want to fight against nature. You guys handle it.
Understandable.
Oh, we could send Riken and Ezra down and have a pit fight when he turns into a werewolf.
I mean, if Riken wanted to, there are ways out of this situation. So
I mean, Riken could spear him with that spear of power and just obliterate him, but I kind of want to not waste the Revivify if I can help it.
But anyways, I'm not going to remind people what they can and cannot do. So, next morning, roll your portents.
New day.
See what the weather is doing today. It's 10 below base. No wind. And snowing like crazy still. It's actually getting deep now. It's getting deep enough where, like, moving through it is difficult. It's now officially difficult terrain outside everywhere.
Alright, guys. I feel like this is the night. Since we can't really travel that much, maybe we should come up with I don't know, like choose our own terrain, just in case we do have to fight, like if something fails. I don't know.
I put that as a display. I didn't actually cast it, but I put that out there. Is this similar to your hut spell?
Besides the time, the duration, the hut lasts for 8 hours, and I don't have to concentrate on it.
Oh, okay.
This is just looks like an hour, but it is kind of similar, it seems.
Well, that's abjuration. It's keeping certain types of creatures from coming in, but it doesn't protect us from anything else like the elements.
No, yeah, we would still need his spell, but we could use this to.
But that's a good like backup plan, you know.
So it takes me 1 minute to cast. So what would happen is we get him out of the, like, push him out of the bubble or whatever, cast this, and just kind of wait until he can get his other spell off, his new bubble off.
You have that, and I also have something else. Where is it? Oh, I didn't take it. I have another spell that I could do.
We need something to bind him, but I just didn't find anything. About the only thing I could do is send him away, and I don't want to do that because I don't know what he would come back with. So it seems like every time he goes somewhere he comes back with curses. So I don't.
One time.
Is that dynamite? That looks like dynamite.
That is dynamite. Does anybody recognize the movie?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I thought it was appropriate. But I'm evil.
Is that how we solve our problems? Dynamite?
No, it's an old movie by the name of The Thing.
Best horror movie ever made.
Nice. I'm gonna go check on my daughter real quick. I'll be right.
Okay, so anywho, you guys sheltering in place or trying to walk through the difficult terrain?
I guess maybe we should only walk like half the day, and then spend the rest of the half trying to come up with a good battleground, in case. Because like if we have to run or something, we don't want to have to run in all this deep snow and fall into the river or something.
Those references are funny if you see them.
Yeah. I'm glad that somebody got it. I wasn't sure if anybody would.
Macready is the name I used when I played Among Us. Or McCready.
Yeah. All right, so like I said, basically I just need to know, are you going on? Are you moving on? Or are you...
We'll just travel half the day.
During the warmest part?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so somebody
And then
roll
after that, we're gonna.
for the first half of the day.
Is it me again?
Not sure. Who did it last?
Too late. 79.
So it warms up, stops snowing, and what's out there starts to melt in the morning. So you begin, and then you would begin traveling. So somebody roll for the afternoon, see what it does.
Go ahead and take that one. 88 again. Hey, it warmed up last time I did that.
Yep, and it warms up and begins melting even more. This does, of course, mean that your lower halves get kind of soggy. Because it's deep snow, melting. So, not fun. However, you make it through the day, make it through a few hours travel. Let me go ahead and move you. And then an hour before dusk, you said?
Yeah. Start preparing like a adequate campground, I guess, or something. I don't know. What are we looking for? Like, do we want it just to be out more in the open than the plains, or do we want the river by our side? I'm just trying to think of like what's the best advantage we can have in case we have to take the fight outside.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because maybe we could make them jump in the river or something.
Do werewolves like water? I don't think they do, but
Not in this weather.
might slow them down a little.
Man, I guess up to you guys. Otherwise, we could just do the same thing, and then this time we'll actually be ready, be prepared.
Here's just a thing I always thought about. Let me bite y'all. Turn into wolves. And then we all just turn into a pack together.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Spanish.
Yeah, Tanuki doesn't like that plan.
Give me for suggesting camaraderie.
Let's see.
All right, so same thing. Make a hole. Stick
Yeah,
Ezra inside.
bonfires.
Sure.
Dig a dig hole.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, diggy.
anybody with a better idea?
I mean, not really. Like our placement is so bad. We're just in the middle of the plains, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
What if we get ambushed while we're trying to deal with Ezra?
I have something for that, actually. So, yeah, I have something for that.
Anyways,
Well,
I'm not sure he's paying attention. So, all right. So, dusk falls.
Okay. So we'll have Ezra back in the hole.
and then I'll
He's
start
not in the
casting.
hole. Yeah.
Try
go
to
ahead.
I'll cast the sphere, the hut, and keep Ezra out of it.
Just like before.
Yeah. Make sure that we're in it and we're safe right before like full dusk comes on.
Right. Let me
And then we'll
borrow
just
Ezra. real quick.
kind of wait.
Ezra.
Yep. Hey.
Okay, so earlier in the day, you would have been feeling antsy
Okay.
and on edge. I think I discussed that with you. Like I wanted you to do that, but we haven't really been doing much. So what I'm thinking is that you really shouldn't have a problem with time digging around the bubble. You'll definitely be able to sense the creatures inside by scent.
Yeah.
So you do what you want to do. Outside is nothing but cold and emptiness, so
There's no wildlife anywhere.
there would be some, here and there, so you could definitely run off.
Yeah, I'd probably run off chasing like
Probably
tracks
after
or a
you-
scent or something.
You
I'll
know,
probably spend some time trying to get into this hole or this bubble, and then once I realize I can't,
yeah. But if I don't have a tunnel fight scene made, so if we end up getting into a fight for some reason, it's just going to be theater of the mind.
that's fine.
So, because I hadn't thought of a tunnel. What can I say? I guess I could probably just use a
like
blank page, some
I had-
lines.
I had all of these plans, and then I came up with that just like on a whim. I'm like, oh my god, that's so much better.
Yeah, whatever works. But anyways, let's just go ahead and see what happens. You will transform tonight, so I'll let. But do you want to describe it, or you want me to? The transformation.
I'll let you do it.
All right, let's go.
Do it, right? Just cast it. Just
Yeah, as soon as we're ready to. I mean,
So you
as
guys
you're
are
casting
sitting
your
safely
spell, I'll
in the
cast
bubble.
mine. I guess I'll start mine before you start casting yours, so that way it's, the bubble is up and I'm inside.
Yeah.
So yeah.
do it. Yeah, just do it outside the tunnel, so.
Yep.
Such
Well-
and such can't see it.
No, I'll do it. So I mean, I'll do it before you start doing your casting, so that way I can be there when you
Oh,
are.
true.
finishing up. That's what we got to do. So
Right.
I'm
right.
casting hallucinatory terrain just basically to hide our location in a 150-foot area, just to make it so that way nothing else will see that there's a hole or anything to lead them to us as best as possible.
Okay.
like a big, huge rock that's just right where we're at above the hole.
So you cast your bubble spell with Ezra down in the tunnel, and you're just sitting there. It's been a couple days of you doing this, and each time it's been nothing happened. Don't worry about it. This time, it's silent for a while. You're starting to wonder whether or not it's dusk yet. And then you hear a low moan, followed by some strange noises, and some scrabbling and scratching, dirt moving, some cracking noises,
Ezra.
and then another low moan that kind of turns guttural and feral. After
Are
a
you
little
pooping?
bit, it's quiet for a little bit again. Then you just kind of hear heavy breathing. It's dark in this hole, so I don't remember anybody saying that you're using light.
I will.
I got dark vision.
Yeah, I'm just
So,
saying that gives
that
you
should help.
dim light in total darkness.
Yeah.
Black and white only.
Light doesn't go out of the sphere though, so even if we did, it wouldn't matter. We would have to send it.
I know that, but I'm just saying you weren't using
How
light, so.
How deep is the hole? How far? Like, could we see him?
Because I could make it.
Well,
So it'd
I
take
don't
a while
think
to-
you would have put it all the way up against the end of the hole, so.
Yeah.
You said, down in there, but I think the quote I heard was halfway, right?
That's where we were, so probably, yeah.
Anyways, since you didn't say anything different, I'm going to say that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, anyways, you don't hear anything for a while, and then you hear something moving close to the bubble, and then just a large, kind of a hairy, clawed paw hits the side of the bubble. It's very large. It's twice the size of a normal hand, at least.
And if you can see, I'm gonna try to bite through that. I posted some pictures on what that might look like.
With just teeth and tongue and yeah, like the dog there. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
I would. I'm just hold my action for a spell just in case.
I'm just wailing on that wall, trying to get through.
Yeah. So the creature goes into a frenzy, beating and clawing at it, but to no avail.
And it doesn't seem like he's getting through it all.
And you're just getting flashes of whatever is in contact with the bubble, right? So you can't really see clearly what you're dealing with.
Can't we?
But it's
what
big.
if we have dark vision? What about dark vision? Can we see him?
Dark vision, you just get he's moving quick. So quick that it's blurry.
I'm gonna take my ball bearing that I cast my what is it called? The continual flame on. Pull it out and place it just outside the bubble, real quick, and pull my hand back in. So there's
toss
light
it
at
out of
least.
the bubble.
Yeah,
Actually,
basically.
I have a picture of what you see.
Yeah, go ahead and share it with them.
Nice.
So that's basically what's trying to get in. And after a couple minutes of just
Well, the bearing would come out, and now there's light suddenly out where you are. How do you react to that?
I'm gonna try to eat that ball bearing.
You're gonna
Gonna
eat it?
Yep.
It's gone. Whoop.
As he's grabbing that, I'm hoping this is his action. I am going to poke my hands out and try to cast Greater Restoration on him.
You're gonna poke your hands out of the bubble, like we
Yep.
just said. Like we just
Oh,
said.
what? Well, no, because I thought that was just for
me.
Eidolon.
Oh no, I'm not playing that way. So
Wait, he just poked his hands out of the Oh.
Well, no, if we can come and go as we wish. But okay, so I thought you were talking about just Eidolon couldn't do that.
It won't kill.
Yeah,
It won't kill
you
the
basically
bubble.
can't.
It won't kill the
You
bubble.
can't
I
do
guess,
the
but
cast a spell if you're like half in, half out.
I'm not letting you cast spells in and out of the bubble without putting yourself in harm's way.
Okay, so I'll burn that slot because I would have tried it.
Wait, you just did an action with your hands out of the bubble?
Yeah.
I
I'm
did.
using a legendary reaction right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna rampage.
You have legendary?
What now?
Oh crap!
I'm gonna rampage.
Way to go! Way to go, Over.
Feet, make 2 claws and a bite attack.
On your
Bye,
hand.
Over.
Yeah, but if I can grapple him, I can pull him out.
True.
Oh, this bite doesn't grapple. Damn. It's a other type of wolf. Oh. 24 to hit with the bite.
What's that?
The bite attack.
24 to hit.
Oh, 24? Well, yeah. Oh, it didn't show it in the deal, so we can't see it.
Oh, okay.
It's still sending it directly to me.
Okay,
it's 10 damage.
10 damage.
You
Okay.
have to take a Constitution saving throw.
Got it.
Yeah, take a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, come on, dude.
16.
You passed.
Okay. Let me take out. No, I got to keep track of my hit points. That was 10.
And I'm going to stop you there because it's just his hand. I'd say that in the process of biting it, he yanks his hand back inside.
Yeah.
Also, returning 2 legendary points to you for this round, though.
Nice.
To be fair.
He's a little mean out there.
Oh, dude, your hand is like shredded.
Yeah, I'm cure on this thing.
I instantly cast Cure Wounds for 18
okay.
damage.
Thank you. I'm back up.
I just look at Over. We just talked about this.
Also,
we just did it.
We gotta try something.
He's now aware there's creatures in there, so...
He's trying even harder
right now. I'm going full berserk, just wailing on this, trying to claw and bite.
Is there any kind of like DC or anything for the actual building, the bubble?
No, it's invulnerable.
Yeah, it's impervious.
It's just no other creatures or objects
that,
can
we
come
wouldn't
through.
have had any problems. Okay.
So I guess
Which is why I don't allow you to cast spells through it. Not without putting yourself in harm's way. You have to be in harm's way, otherwise it would be a very unfair mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Abuse the shit out of it.
But Over wouldn't know it, and so he's gonna try it anyway. So that's what he did.
That's fine.
So I guess we just try to go to sleep.
Eat dreams.
Maybe someone can keep watch.
I
mean, what else can we do? I don't want to go out there.
I know we haven't heard from Riken. Riken, are you doing anything?
Sleeping.
He's probably quite soundly asleep, not giving a shit because the bubble's safe.
It's just
maybe he's really asleep.
I'm trying my hardest, but yeah, I am falling asleep.
Well, I mean, Ulver just got his hand mangled by a werewolf, so... Did you catch that?
I fixed it, but...
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So we'll make sure you're on par with what's going on.
Yeah.
So, after probably a solid 15 minutes of just berserk barrage on the side of this, I'm just going to completely stop.
If you stop moving, they can see you clearly, but you're quick enough that with their dark vision being unclear to begin with, it's just kind of a blurry if you're moving at full speed.
I am decently intelligent.
Yep.
You're gonna see me just sitting there staring for a while, and I'm just gonna pick up some like loose dirt and just drop it, and then pick up dirt and drop it. And now I know which way's up. I'm gonna start digging, trying to basically just skirt around the side of the bubble.
Honestly, I thought you were gonna start filling in the bubble with dirt.
But he can't.
Just
Nah.
buries it. Hey, so you dig around the side of the bubble.
Yep, but since I can see if I'm pressed up against the bubble, I just see the side of the wolf.
Just the side of your body.
I'm just digging around. I'm gonna get out.
I mean, you could reach out and try to pet him or something. I don't know.
So I have a question. And you said we had to be in danger, but I have this thing called magic weapon. Does that go through?
You'd have to cast it through the bubble.
You can't
Like, you have
cast
to be
things
outside
through
of
the
wall.
bubble.
I can cast it in the bubble and then push it, and then it can move. It has a movement.
I don't think
Right?
spells
So-
can go through the bubble, though, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And
No,
it's
the spells
okay.
can pass.
Well, I didn't
If
see the
that were
bubble.
the case, if that were the case, I would not have cast with my hands out of the bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because like this one is its own entity after it's cast, so that's
Yeah,
why I was
but
wondering.
it's still like a
magical
magic
effect.
spell though. So
Okay. Well, that
Nothing.
explains it, and I do appreciate you guys explaining it to me, so
Yeah,
I
no
understand
problem.
now.
Yeah, the spell's supposed to be a safe haven, not necessarily a fortress to
Yeah, it's not supposed to be a war turret.
Yeah.
So, and if I seem like I'm being cruel, I'm really not. I'm trying to keep the spell
No.
with its original
No.
intent.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
'cause, yeah, just think about if we had it for that big tower battle. We just cast it, and then we stay in there casting spells through
Cast
it.
No, we don't even need to cast anything. Just that whole war, we could have just stayed in a bubble.
Well,
Yeah.
that
Such
you
monsters.
could have done to a certain extent, right? Because even spears and arrows can't go through it.
Yeah, it would definitely
no,
have been
no
monsters.
object, no spells, no creatures.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just
Well,
letting
is that
everyone
one
else
way or
die
both
around
ways? I guess it would be both ways, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
so you. Well, no, you guys can walk through.
Well,
it.
other than everyone in the spell and the objects in the spell can pass freely.
So then we could take a spear and throw.
There's nothing stopping you from swinging a weapon through the bubbles.
I mean, I guess,
Right.
but
But if
then
he
we're just
catches
getting
it-
back to this whole thing of how we don't want to abuse this.
Yeah, because as
Well,
soon as,
also-
if I feel like it's abused, I'm going to tighten down the.
Right.
So
Also, if he catches a weapon, he can pull us through really easily.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
He's
like he
gonna
just
judge
almost
me.
did with Over. Yeah.
and you already know he can act on your actions. So
Yep. Yep. Now that he's got legendary. Oh my.
this is only
Starting
phase
to like-
2. This is only phase 2. It gets worse.
I'm starting to like the wolf head mounted.
It'll only be a wolf head once a month. Just Ezra's head the rest of the time.
All right, what are you doing?
Ezra, our wolf is still trying to dig around.
I mean, okay, so you dig around. It's obvious they're not. They talk over what they're going to do, but by the time they've talked it over, you've made it around. They're sitting there going, "What do we do?" Blah 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 blah, blah. And you're all the way dug around it by then. And they notice you can actually dig at a fairly decent clip with your long fingers and claws and extraordinary strength. Not a problem.
I mean,
This'll
it's
be
kind
fun.
of hard to sleep right now.
On the bright side, we're far away from a town, and he can't get in here. So
So what do you do when you get to the other side?
But that's the thing. Like, will night be? I think there's more than 8 hours in the night because I cast this right before dusk.
Yeah, that's the thing,
Depends what
guys.
happens.
When does
It
dusk
depends
end?
what happens.
Or when does night hit? Well, it's morning at 6 a.m., so it's more than 12 hours right now. All right, so anyways.
Just a quick question. What would happen if I guess you'd have to see. So I guess that's something you should test out is recasting the spell while you're already in it. Not concentration, so I don't know what that would do.
Oh, that's what Ezra does, is he takes off through the snow. Got it.
Yep. I just caught a scent and I'm running.
So make a survival check. Let's see what stat is that. That's wisdom. So wisdom wisdom with advantage. Yeah, so you pick up the trail of something out there.
Well, I guess I'm just running in that direction.
And he's gone. The rest of you just gonna try to go to sleep?
I
guess.
Figure out a way to go after him, but it's so cold out.
Maybe, yeah, I don't want to go out there in the night searching for him. I mean, maybe I should try to get first rest, and then
so 8
by
hours.
the end of the
8 hours. That thing's gonna run out at 1:30 in the morning. Right?
Yeah. So I mean, I could try to cast it again.
Somebody's got somebody at their door. I have alarm. I will set for the time. I think I can set it for a time, right? Oh no, it's just for unwanted intrusion. Never mind. I can't set actual alarms for times. So we're screwed.
Well, if you feel like it's safe out there, Eilon, you might try. I don't know. Could you recast your spell inside the hut to extend the amount of time?
Yeah, I can try that.
Here, I go ahead and cast that spell.
Like this?
That way, if he gets too close, we can actually.
I think you have to go out to go cast that. Out in like the area that you want to do that in, right?
Well, an area.
Yeah.
I go
I
walk
guess
to
you
the edge of
go.
the area.
Yeah, just do it real quick,
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I'm wearing.
and then
I'll go out with you, by the way.
and I could start it while you guys are doing that.
Yeah, I'll go out with to help protect them.
It's only
'Cause
for
I got
1
stuff.
minute.
As long as I can see him coming, I can protect you. That's all. I just need something to. Yeah, I
You
need a
notice
little
it takes
space.
fine silver wire. I don't know what werewolf lore we're using, so I don't know if silver actually affects them, but this should be extra effective.
Well, I mean,
I put
we
this
wrapped
all
them
over
in
the. Say again.
if we wrapped him in it.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna
You
put
know.
it all over the front of the entrance for the hole that we have.
Could have wrapped it around him actually before he turned.
Yeah,
We
that
have
would have been
silver
fun
on them.
too, but that could have actually split him into ribbons.
Maybe, but
That's not good.
back home, that's one of the things that more people would use for were creatures like this. Silver, we had to get it from other sources. We didn't like We don't mind.
Would that have killed the were, though?
Would it what?
Would it have killed the were?
That was the point.
Oh, well, we don't want to necessarily kill him. We want to save him if we can.
The silver won't kill him, but it helps fighting them.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, that's the scariest werewolf I've ever seen in my life. Well, heard of anyway. I haven't really seen a lot.
I've only seen one.
You've
and
literally
this is
seen the god of werewolf.
Okay.
I've only seen one.
Well, I came from a place where they're all weird creatures.
Well, I set that. I think. Ben, do I need to do any saves or anything to be able to set that alarm outside at the entrance of the tunnel? Like we're still inside the tunnel, but like right at the entrance
Of the tunnel?
of the tunnel. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to go out of the bubble
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
He and I
set
are
That's what
both
we're saying.
outside.
it.
We would have waited a while just to let.
Okay,
let
so you
things
wait a while.
settle. Yeah. And we're listening.
So you go out into the dark.
Into the front of the tunnel. Yes.
Yeah.
And then right after they're done with that, I'm going to
It's
start
dark out
recasting
there
the bubble.
because it's overcast. So
I've got to not continual. Everybody's got a continual flame BB. So everybody's
Except
got
for
one.
you now.
Except for me. Now it's sitting. It's going to be in the pile of poo later on. That cost me some ruby dust too.
I'm just waiting for Ezra to turn back, and he's just got a spot on his body that's glowing.
Oh, too bad that wasn't like a silver. Something silver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, next time.
So you
Anyway.
go out there. You've been casting your spell alarm, and
And produce flame to give us
you
light.
cast a spell, and it sets in.
As soon as that light comes on, you got rushed.
And
What
then
spell?
you suddenly
what
sense
light?
something rushing at you, and look
Moonbeam.
up just in time to see the werewolf moving like a speeding bullet straight at you.
Moonbeam. That's. I like my whole thing is to have Moonbeam ready to go.
So you and Ezra, well, actually, everybody roll initiative. Let me put
Okay.
you on a page with your characters so that you can just do that. Right?
Thanks for waiting a while, because I did leave. And then I'm like, I should circle back.
Yeah, he totally was like out hunting and everything. And he's like, I'm gonna circle back after I'm done with that. And I'm like, oh, he waited. It'd have been okay if he'd done it like right afterwards.
Okay, initiative.
And then
For everyone?
Ezra, just use your token.
Oh,
I have the ultimate initiative.
you do. I want to use my inspiration right now,
15.
You may do that.
and I am going to roll. Oh yes.
Ooh.
All right.
Fancy pants.
And Kai? I mean, not Kai, I mean Riken?
I think he's asleep.
No, he had somebody at his door. I don't know beyond that.
No, that was me.
Oh, sorry.
I had food delivered.
No, I thought I heard him snoring earlier, so yeah. Okay, well, whatever. I guess Riken is asleep during this.
Sleepy Riken. He's sleeping through everything in that bubble. That's great.
He doesn't have dark vision either, so
He'll be stumbling around in the dark. But you do have one of those flame thingies that Oliver gave us.
Yeah, he handed out light, so.
okay.
Yeah, everybody's got one of those.
How polite.
Except for me.
It's funny. All right, so let me go ahead and are you going to roll initiative, or do you want to stay out of it, Riken?
I'm I'm out of it, so I just
give me a second. I'll roll for you. Your character wouldn't stay out of it. Just let me do it.
Well, if he is sleeping, he has 10 minutes to get on his gear.
I don't feel like you would strip in the cold.
Well,
It might be really uncomfortable, but I don't think you'd strip.
It's not like they were prepared for anything.
Yeah. Okay. Oliver, you're up first.
Okay, so I am going to cast Moonbeam
And actually,
on him. Oh, like, where is he at? I like in relation to us.
Don't
You
forget
said he's coming in fast.
Don't forget the girls are in there with you too.
They're in the bubble though, right?
Yeah, they're in the bubble with you. I just don't want you to forget about them.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
say
we'll use dead bodies here. It's like 10 feet across, right? So we'll make a little tunnel here out of dead bodies spaced every 10 feet.
Okay.
I just imagine Ben like meticulously made like 100 maps, and then we just did this garbage, and he's like, "Yeah, what the fuck, guys?"
Nah, you guys do it to me all the time. That's why I don't bother making stuff until I have some idea, because I've made up so many random maps that have never been used. Anyways, so
I like how you make a tunnel out of dead bodies, though.
Let's say the Knoll over at the Knoll Shaman side, the left side of the map. There is the entrance. Okay, and we'll say the bubble is
Move away.
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
Wait, which part was the entrance? This was the entrance?
We'll say the bubble is where Roy Mustang is. At that point right there.
So I wouldn't be this big.
That's where I would be.
I would only be smaller, but wherever Kai is at, where's Kai?
You're smaller.
I'm in the bubble.
Yeah, you're in the bubble, but Kai, where are you? You're there, so I would be, well, wherever you're at, you pick your spot, and I'll pick where I would have been.
Unfortunately, with Kai's passive perception, he was able to spot Ezra coming. So, Ezra, you would be 20 feet from him.
All right, and
at the point that initiative happens. And that was you got a surprise round that would have been closing with him.
Yeah.
And believe me, he can easily cover the rest of that distance.
Almost.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, push off.
So then I would cast Moonbeam right in front of us, where he would have to pass through it to even get to us in the first place.
Okay. Make your circle
right in
for
front
it.
of. What's that? Oh, the roll.
Make your circle for it.
Circle. Oh, right. Like, it's 5 feet, so something like that.
Yeah, it just takes up one square.
Yeah.
So you can't split the difference.
I can't.
You can't split the difference.
I can't move it.
Huh?
Hold on. Let me.
You gotta.
I'm trying to move it.
You gotta highlight it with your clicker.
You have to zoom in. You often have to zoom in to make it work.
Okay. Well, my mouse is being stupid too, so it's not letting me.
The little lines are hard to grab from when you're zoomed out. Anyways, that's where you wanted it?
Well, I mean, it's on a point within range, so I would actually have it kind of in between, so Ezra can't just get by either of us. Like he's got to go through that space somewhere and hit the moonbeam.
If you put it in between, he can go around it on either side.
Oh, he's not big?
Oh, wait. Actually, you
How big is he?
You are large size. I forgot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's not going to go through there.
Okay, so I'll put it wherever... Man, my mouse is being stupid. Hold on.
Damn, that means the actual miniature I have is too small.
Okay.
It only gets worse in phase 3.
All right, so I'll put it right about there. So he's got to hit that, and then at the same time, I'm gonna stay in the shape. I'm not gonna wild shape.
Okay.
And so I'll put the spell in ETT. So shapeshifters lose their shape. And with you make your saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay. Are you done?
And I'm going to suggest we run back.
Are you gonna
How
move?
far?
The
Yeah,
bubble
I need.
is back where Eidolon is. Those 4 squares where
Okay.
because it's 10 foot, right? So
Yeah, I'm gonna go right by it, but not. Well, it's actually 20 feet is what it is.
is it 20 feet?
Yeah, it's a 20 foot. It's a 10-foot radius.
Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
So it's huge.
So
Well, I'll get right up to it. You know what? Screw that. I'm gonna get inside it. So yeah, I'll be inside.
we'll go ahead and stretch Roy out a little bit there. Put the girls back at the back. I thought it had to be bigger than that.
Yeah.
So
So I'll just be right on the edge, leaving a space for Kai to come back into.
all right, and your turn's over.
That is my turn. Yes.
Ezra, would you like to use a legendary action?
No, not this time.
All right. Kai, your turn.
Yay! I'm casting Guardian of Faith, and I'm putting it. How big is this thing? Where did the spell go? Guardian of Faith. It's got a range of 30 feet, duration of 8 hours. 10 feet. So 10 feet. I'm casting it.
Just use the sword.
Well, shit. Okay. How do I get rid of that bubble? Click it.
Select it and hit delete. Be
Is
careful,
that-
be careful of
Oh,
doing that
oh.
if you have your character selected.
Yeah. So there's another little thing that Ezra has to get through
Whoops.
before he can get us. Now I run back to the bubble.
All right, if I'm not going to be able to do these, I'm just going to use Rampage just to get 20 feet of extra movement.
Okay.
There. All right. And I can't make it attack because no one's in range. I need to move a little bit more. All right.
All right. Riken's turn. Well, Riken's probably not going to do much because he's still inside the bubble and everybody else is in the bubble, so he's good. And that makes it your full turn.
I'm going to move to here.
So you need to actually make a dexterity saving throw against his Guardian of Faith before you do anything else.
You're within 30 feet. Muhahaha.
26.
Yeah, you win.
So you take 10 radiant damage, right? Yep.
Let's see.
So your werewolf form takes 10 radiant damage.
I'm tracking it elsewhere.
And then you're running across the surface, I'm taking it, where you are?
Yep, I'm going to try to collapse the tunnel.
Okay.
I don't know what I would roll for that.
Strength check.
Yeah, make a strength check. The strength skill athletics.
That might also be an intimidation check to see if we're intimidated.
So you jump up and down on top of the tunnel and trying to collapse it. There would definitely be dirt falling inside of the tunnel, but it does not collapse.
Does he know? So there's a hallucinatory rock that's been at the entrance of this whole thing. Would he have actually have seen us because of that?
Yeah, he can see. He could have seen you because he was sitting.
Okay.
He came out of this hole, followed his tracks back to it using his
Gotcha.
tracking skills,
Okay.
and then waited.
Okay. All right.
All right, I think that's basically it. For now, at least.
Okay. Eidolon, you're up.
Guys, what do we do?
Stay in the bubble.
Basically,
Yeah,
basically
bubble.
just is everyone in?
Should be.
I'll start.
I think. Right.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'll just stay put for now. I'm not going to do anything because I don't want to start casting another spell if it's going to disarm the bubble right away. You know what I mean?
You need to stay there.
Yeah, I'm just
I have
staying
a plan, but I don't know if it's going to work or not.
Are you done? Over your turn.
Okay. That's Spirit Guardian.
Yeah.
Does that hit anything, or what does that hit?
Hostile to you.
Hostile
yeah,
to.
hostile.
Okay. Okay. I am. Crap. I'll have to look up a couple spells. I'm just gonna pass on this one right now. I will. Yeah, I'll pass. I'll just hold. I don't know my options at the moment.
Oh, this is a tricky situation. Because
Okay.
now, I guess this is one of the things we should have thought about.
That was the
Getting-
Ulvers.
Kai?
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah, end at Ulvers.
Regenerate.
All right, you're full.
Like raw materials. I can assume dirt is counted as a raw material. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose.
Well, what
Depends
are
on
whether
or not it
yeah.
can be a raw material in what you're trying to make.
Well, essentially, I just want to because of the bubble, I want to harden the walls.
No, that's inherent in several other spells that are meant to do that. You're talking about fabricate, right?
Well, yeah, that's the only one I've got.
Yeah,
It's not like I know about those
It's not going to
spells,
harden
so-
dirt. So
Okay,
it's not
my turn then.
it's not meant to do that. It's meant to make things out of boards and cloth and stuff like that, not change the items into something else as a solidity factor, but rather to make an item from it. Fabricate, as it says. Done?
Yep.
Riken is going to stay put. Ezra, your turn.
Oof. Actually, I'm gonna use inspiration.
He uses his inspiration.
Nope.
Nope. Because they tunneled down at a steep angle. It's not going to be easy to collapse this thing. So the DC
Also,
is high.
Like, why is the rolls not in the roll? Like,
He hasn't ever changed it from rolling directly to me.
I have a secondary monster sheet, so it's only rolling to the DM.
Oh, is it really? Interesting. Okay, well, so he rolled a 26 for his dex saving throw, 16 for trying to collapse the
the first
entrance
time
on the first time, and failed. 16 hit points regenerated. His second strength roll was an 8, and then he used his inspiration and he got a 12. So,
do I still have to take another dex save because I'm still near this thing?
Does this mean we see him?
you're within 10 feet, so yeah.
we can't see
in the
him.
tunnel.
You can't see him.
He's out of the tunnel.
That's he's on the outside of the tunnel.
But collapsing, I don't know how you're collapsing. I guess I'm having a hard time.
He's
The
jumping
tunnel
on
is
top of it,
not
essentially.
straight down, so he's
Yeah.
at the entrance of it, jumping up and
Oh,
down
he's
on
just-
it.
Gotcha. Okay, so he's just trying to do
He's
that.
just using his immense strength trying to collapse the tunnel right at the entrance.
Which will only be a little section then in that case because it's.
It'll be just
strength.
at the entrance, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
As he
let him
teleports through.
Let him jump.
Teleport.
I'm still on it. I'm just moving over. What was the save of that thing?
As a DC of 14, it looks like.
Okay, so I failed.
So you take 20 radiant damage this time.
Duh.
And that the Guardian has dealt 30 now, so
I think
half of its damage.
he has a limit. I'll say, yeah, it has a limit, right?
It can only deal 60 damage and then it's gone.
Yeah. Of course, you don't know that. You don't know how long it'll last because I've never actually used this spell before now.
Anyways, are you done?
Yep.
Okay, Adeline, you're up.
Wasn't it Kai?
Oh.
No.
I thought Ezra. Or no. Okay, never mind.
He was going to try
I don't know.
to solidify the dirt, but he doesn't have an appropriate spell.
Yeah, and be careful about casting spells in here. We don't want this bubble to. This bubble's the only thing protecting us.
Well, technically, the only one that could actually make the bubble. This is what I was trying
Disappear
to get.
is me. Okay. Yeah.
They couldn't make
Alright,
it.
well,
They couldn't make it collapse. I'll just make the spells fail. That doesn't make sense for them to collapse your bubble. So.
okay. Well, yeah, I'm stuck. I can't leave or cast spells, so I'll just try to come up with a plan with the guys. Just what are we gonna do? Are we gonna get collapsed in here? And then that's it.
Okay. Over.
I'll just say he'll only collapse a part of it if that's what he's doing. That's not a big
Yeah.
deal.
I guess we
But I
won't
might
be
be able to
crushed
get
or
up.
nothing.
I might be able to get up there and try and cast Greater Restoration on them from a distance. I have that ability. But it's going to take a while. And I don't know if it's going to work.
Done.
Yep. That was the conversation.
Region.
Kai.
Rejected 29 hit points, if anyone cares.
Oh, here.
Back to full.
No, fiends or undead. This looks like fun. But he's not a Celestials or an Elemental, Fey, Fiends, or Undead, is he?
Fiend, maybe? I don't know. Would they be considered a fiend?
Okay.
Can I get whispers for
They're
a second?
considered a humanoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Werewolves are humanoids.
I'm a humanoid shape.
What's up?
The thing I recall is the only thing you told me was Malar for Ezra's lycanthropy.
Right.
So
He's talking about
Malar-
casting greater restoration on him in the hopes of curing him. So your character
Oh.
does know that won't work, according to your god.
Yeah, according to my god. And I definitely should probably tell him that so he doesn't kill himself. I just was trying to understand what you meant, because I didn't think I had a way to actually, like, fix him.
No,
Because we don't know Malar, so...
No, yeah. I'm just saying that you can stop Ulver from wasting the effort.
Or dying.
Unless you don't want to.
Okay, I just wanted to understand what you meant.
Ezra just has been looking forward to doing this for a while, so he wants to stretch it out. That's okay. And it's fun in its way. I don't know what's up with
no worries.
with Reich. I'm a little worried about Riken. He's been kind of out of it all day, so... But I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyways, back to it.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I got smarter for turning to this.
Sounds about right.
And a lot stronger.
I got a lot stronger.
So as my brain starts to function again, I remind Oliver. Oliver, I was told the only way to revert his lycanthropy at all was to talk to Malar. We have no way to change it. Spells, tonics, other gods, no one can fix this. This is direct from the god of lycanthropes.
Seriously?
So we have to find a solution to detain him until we can get said help. If we can ever get that god to agree to actually help us, which I
have
don't
my
know this
doubts on
god, but...
him.
Yeah, won't be able to do that tonight.
Well, I could cast a ritual, but I highly doubt it'll work. I don't know if we want to deal with that tonight.
Anyways,
And we do.
we are in combat, so the conversation probably should stop there. Unless you want to just keep going while he's jumping up and down.
Let him keep going. I mean, we're not doing anything.
Are you going to jump up and down further up like you are right now?
It's at an angle, right? So this is actually...
It's going to be a lot harder here.
Yeah, no. I'll probably run back on my turn.
Okay.
I just ran away from the thing hurting me.
So Kai, though, and Ulver, you guys are passing your turns, essentially? Or are you doing something?
Basically, yeah, just to discuss this.
I feel like we're almost kind of all passing our turns just to talk it out.
So they're discussing things as you're jumping up and down the top of the thing, like I said. You will have to make a dex save when you go into that area.
Yeah, I know.
And you're going to take another 20.
And then I'll...
And yeah,
that's my turn.
Man, this tunnel's sturdy.
Yeah. It would be, though.
Not that big.
It's only 10 feet across, and it's tunneled down at an angle steeply and round in shape.
It's probably frozen a bit too, isn't it? Or maybe not now.
Yeah, well, the top is. The top is.
Okay.
Which definitely adds to it as well. I basically set a DC of 20 for you to tromp it down right there.
I have not paid it at all.
Well, I mean, you have a +5, so you got a 25% chance of doing it.
I'll roll over with that on that, but
sooner or later, right? Did you want to do anything else? Or, well, you can't use a legendary action until somebody else's turn, so...
Yeah. So
I don't know if anybody realizes it, but it is now 10:07.
Yeah, we do need to quit.
We can...
What I was going to suggest, though, for my turn, since it's the end of the turn order, is say, for my part of the conversation is, so we're not going to be able to stay here all night. This spell's only going to last for a few more hours, and he's going to be a werewolf for a lot longer. So I think we have to prepare to actually take him on.
And with that, I regenerate.
So maybe we should.
And he got all of his hit points back again.
That'll be a fair fight once we start. But yeah, maybe we should get ranking up and we should start preparing for battle, because I don't see any way out of this.
Thing is, you don't want to get bit.
Yeah. maybe we'll fight around your moonbeam, so it puts him at a disadvantage.
If he hits it, I'm hoping it'll revert him back, but I don't know if that's going to happen based off of what Coy just said.
Because from the sound outside, he's trying to collapse the tunnel, and then that's just going to make our lives even more hard.
Yeah, well, we're definitely not getting sleep tonight. No, that's for sure.
Yeah, and this, yeah.
For Riker, who's completely out.
Still just sleeping through all of it. But, should we call it there, and then next session we'll start by top of the turn order and battling, perhaps, or... Because we can't just keep doing this, for the whole session of just passing our turns and doing nothing.
One thing I do want to know is how many turns have we gone? Is it 4 turns now? Or
something like that, yeah.
Okay, so we'll go, because I want to keep track, because I've got a minute on my game, I believe.
For your spells.
Yeah. Well, if you guys are just going to sit in there while he's jumping up and down, though, we could just see how many turns it takes him to collapse the entrance real quick.
And, I mean, honestly...
He's going to take another 10 damage from the Guardian, then the Guardian's gone. Right?
Okay.
So, and he can easily regenerate that using his legendary ability. So, that means you just roll strength. You roll your well, technically it should be athletics. But, I mean, all you have is strength, so...
Yeah, athletics strength.
Because it's a monster. Well, that wasn't it. 10. I have to tell them what you roll because the thing.
It's getting all the bad rolls out of the way now.
Keep going. Let's see how many rounds it takes.
One thing I can do while he's doing this to help hopefully slow him down, hopefully, depending on what he does, where he's at, is I can cast Stonewall.
There you go.
And
in
block
front of you?
Yep. So I'll just step out, cast it, and yep.
As you see more and more dirt
cascading no, sorry, not
from
Stonewall. Sorry, I don't have Stonewall. Sorry, that's my bad. Wait, do I? Give me a second.
Need 12 rolls to knock that.
Where is that? Maybe, but it gives us a moment.
It gives you a moment. Well, you're in a bubble. You're fine until the bubble.
Well, for now.
Doesn't Eidolon have the ability to cast it again, though?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I didn't want to test it out because what if I started casting the spell and then the other bubble dissipated?
I don't think it does because
but I'm casting a spell.
When the spell activates, the other bubble would disappear. But
so whatever dirt and stuff is above us.
Yeah,
because the spell's not considered cast until you cast it.
Yeah,
okay.
And it's not.
I just figured it was different because it's a ritual cast. But yeah, I guess.
Well, it is different in that it takes longer to cast, but at the same time, you're not actually doing anything until you hit the final phase of it that goes boom. Now the spell's cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could do that too. But that's why I wasn't sure yet.
We're gonna roll with that though. So
I've
taken enough away from you with the bubble as it is. I'll give you something, regardless.
You live.
By the way,
longer.
I have stone shape, so that won't work because we're in dirt, and so I don't think that there'll be enough stone to do anything.
With a less ingenious group, I might not have to make those critical little statements, but with you guys, I know better than to open doors like those. As soon as I say, oh yeah, you can cast spells through it, it'd be freaking turret time, I'm sure. Everybody be like, I'm no longer a fighter, I'm just going to be a mage. As long as we have 10 minutes to prepare, we can take anything out. Well, right up until something has the spell dispel, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Pop! So
the lycanthropes don't have any spell slots though, right?
Well,
no.
Not this one now.
Not normally. I mean, so anyways, long story short, takes probably around looks like it was close to a minute in time for him to eventually collapse the tunnel mouth, and it blocks things off. So the dirt is now completely blocking the tunnel exit.
But it's also blocking him from us too, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and that's just fine.
Unless he just
My
dug
moonbeam
in.
will be gone, so I'll take it out.
Dead freaking body.
Just moving dead bodies around.
What? It works. Shut up.
It works. It works, but it's funny.
I mean, can you imagine me trying to do this on a map I made? It wouldn't be any better.
That's why you just use the draw tool.
Yeah, I could do
Just
that
start
too.
scribbling.
But dead bodies are just as good.
I can't find the gif of it, but I'm trying to find Deadpool using the bodies to make a
Just
message.
spell out the name.
Yeah.
What? There's nothing wrong with this.
All right, Deadpool.
That's a compliment as far as I'm concerned. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and end things there. Obviously, I think this was the cursed session.
Okay.
Riken might even think it was really cursed because I don't think he enjoyed his time. But and I apologize, Riken, if it wasn't good for you. But I think everybody else had fun, so altogether, I don't think it's too bad. The weather is a thing when you don't have a tower, and you're in the dead of winter, so that's going to continue to be a thing.
I feel like we got all the fine tuning done with the hut. Now that we're gonna have to use it a lot more.
Yeah.
I fully
How much snow has fallen?
I fully expected Riken to pull out the Maras, so
The Maris.
Yeah.
The horse.
He must have been.
he has an item, the bridles, that he can summon Maras that can fly for 8 hours.
And get us the heck out of Dodge.
He has a name.
What?
I named mine the last time I used.
I don't remember what it was, but sure.
I have to go back and take a look at what I did mine.
Yeah.
Anyways, the only downside is, of course, they cause exhaustion for you. But if it gets you to town, right?
But I got Olosuba Leap, so that helps.
Yeah. Could you imagine though dealing with Ezra in town though?
Well, I mean,
man,
that was half the fun is that no matter what, you're not in the tower where you can just shove him into a pocket thing and close the door. Although he's smart enough right now, he might be able to remember. He could possibly remember
the password. Yeah.
he never knew it.
I can't speak.
Oh.
There's that.
Too. Yeah, but he also never knew it. He was not allowed to know that at the time. Or he just wasn't there at the time. I can't remember. But
I knew how to get into it. I didn't know how to get out.
Anyway,
no, I don't think you knew how to get in because you never heard the password.
I'm pretty sure
there at the time.
Given enough time, I could make some chains that are made of like the materials that you're less inclined to enjoy. Like I'm guessing silver, and maybe be able to like put some cuffs on you. Essentially,
I don't like
does he have his armor on him? By the way,
it absorbs into me. It's like
it's just like your transformation. Yeah.
Okay. So this is like wicked weird transformation then.
Mm-hmm. Like we discussed this last time he transformed. Remember, we were talking about whether or not it was a slow transformation, and I said it's a little bit of both. You get a slow start, and then it just kind of does the whole poof thing.
Okay. Weird. Okay.
Anywho.
Cool.
Still, we'll have to be dealing with Ezra when we come back, unless, of course, you just decide to hang out in the bubble. If you recast it and everything like that.
I mean, we literally could.
Yeah.
Very easily.
But I kind of want to fight him.
Like I don't see us getting out of the hole without risking our lives. The hole is buried. So
and plus we got 2 more nights of dealing with this.
Yeah, it's just night number 1.
Yeah.
Even if you could fly to Baldur's Gate right now, you'd just be werewolves on the streets of Baldur's Gate.
In London.
Yeah,
or werewolf.
I was thinking
there's got to be a
Werewolves of
prison.
London, yeah.
There's got to
Like-
be a prison.
There's got to be I'm sure there is. It just maybe not meant for werewolves, especially not.
You just rip
Those are
it through a prison.
gigantic. Especially gigantic fucking werewolves. Well,
All right,
Like
well, I'm
in
gonna
the
shut down the
school?
stream. I didn't shut it down yet.